would imagine if he stopped in.
Oh, hey, everybody. It's me. It's Ireland. It's M. We're going to do a lot of Lakers today. They lose last night in Houston. Series now 3-1 with game 5 coming up on Wednesday. I had to think. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5.
Yeah, these first-round series drag out forever.
Right.
Yeah, they do.
And let's make sure we smile a lot today so people don't interpret that we're upset.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, we don't want to do the McVay thing where we make a sour face.
I know we're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I believe it.
I was super freaked out on Friday.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
be
not
honest.
sure I believe it.
I was not. I did not hold it together Friday. I was very emotional about this thing.
Yeah.
But we'll get to
into
all of that. All of that.
I got an injury yesterday because
Doing what?
I was playing kickball, as I've mentioned before, and I just
Isn't kickball just an excuse to like goof around for half an hour and then go drink?
That is incorrect. We take it very seriously.
Really? Okay.
We have this league that people have been playing in for like 10 plus years. And the very first play of the game, I play third base, and there's a lot of bunters in our league. And so the way my team plays it is we crash. So third baseman and pitcher crash.
Rush the plate.
We rush the plate after a bunt, and the person bunted, and it's in the air, and I laid out, put my body in the line, and it's on dirt.
Oh.
And so I have a completely skinned shin right now.
Oh, no.
And so,
You're like Mason.
Exactly.
I have never been injured in any athletic outing ever.
By the way, that video of you testing your reaction time was the saddest thing in your athletic career.
I do not even. Why do they make me do these things?
Because it's great
they want me
content.
up.
You.
It's not like I had a lot of time.
You have free will.
I didn't have a lot of time
to F off.
Didn't have a lot of time to think about it. Didn't they just said grab these things? I'm
well,
like,
it's
all
supposed
right,
to be
let's grab these
instinctual.
things.
So
What's that?
It's supposed to be instinctual. So
I don't have any. I'm a 61-year-old man. My instincts are not what they used to be.
Your reflexes should be great. You've driven a race car.
I have driven a race car 10 years ago, and not well.
Okay.
John,
John,
that was pathetic.
Would you have gotten into the Ferris wheel? It was just there for the Rams draft party. Would you have gotten inside of it? I know Mace did.
I did. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, why not?
I just don't love a structure that's not there all the time, like a Ferris wheel. Like if it's
Like
only
a carnival ride.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's not
ride.
some fly-by-night carny situation.
I know the
I'm
Rams
sure it's the
do
Rams.
it big and they do it well.
They put the numbers on every single car and the whole. They put some time and effort into that.
Yeah, I think that I did not go into it. I don't think I would ever, because I got into one Ferris wheel where it spun the seats as well, so you had to strap in. So yeah, ever since then, no thanks. That was the Iowa State Fair in like 2004, and since then, no thank you.
We had I went to get on the Ferris wheel, and they said, no, you can't go by yourself. I'm like, really?
Why not?
Yeah, you can't go by yourself. So I said, hey, you, do you want to go on the Ferris wheel?
Did you
He's
make a
like,
friend?
I love your show. I'll go right up. So Keith went up on the Ferris wheel with me and announced that the Rams would take, of course, Makai Lemon. I said the same. I fully expected Makai Lemon to be the name
He was there.
that I
think
heard.
I texted you guys right
And
he's
he was
there if they want him.
And it was. And by the way, is it cool or not cool that Jay Glazer tweets out the correct pick before it ever happens?
I'm not a fan of it, but I
took a lot of the drama out of it.
I know the NFL doesn't like it.
Yeah.
So I think Jay Glazer's going to hear from the NFL.
Yeah.
And the NFL's kind of like an 800-pound gorilla. You really don't want to piss them off.
Yeah.
Right.
So my guess is that someone will get to Glazer, but then just somebody else will do it.
Right.
Yeah, I wasn't on Twitter, so therefore I just didn't get it broken to me. I just watched it on my ESPN. I actually had it on Do Not Disturb. I was waiting for the pick to come in so it didn't get spoiled.
I dropped an enormous F-bomb when they did it. I was in a car. We were going to Cosm to see the Kings in Game 3. By the way, they're out of the playoffs. They got swept by Colorado.
And by the way, you see the Rams were in the Avalanche.
I did. I saw the Rams were in Avalanche gear.
I will say we all know that Kroenke owns both.
Sure.
And I think that it's well known, but maybe not the day to wear the Avalanche jerseys.
I mean, I don't think it was the right day to do it. Ireland, do you think? They all wore Avalanche jerseys?
Didn't bother me.
Even though you're in L.A., you're trying to get roots in this town. You want to get the supportive fans. You don't think wearing the other team's jersey is sending the wrong message?
No, I would equate it to when Klay Thompson showed up behind the bench at the Giants Stadium wearing a Dodger hat with Trace's jersey on it.
But don't you think?
Because I think the Cronkies know where the Les Snead knows where his bread is buttered.
Right.
And if he can do something to make Kevin Demoff and the Cronkies happy, why not do it?
Yeah,
Wear it any other day.
I'd say do it any other day.
And did you see the Kings got Ladd McConkey to do the drum on the next day? So they're like, hey, maybe the Chargers will be our team that we connect with. So a little drama happening. And I know Brian's happy about that with Ladd McConkey getting it.
Yeah. The draft is fun. By the way, I was talking to one, and he's like, well, what channel is the draft on? I said, every channel. It's like literally on every channel.
What did you guys watch it? ESPN or NFL Network?
I watched it on ESPN. I did not watch it on ABC. Was ABC and ESPN the same? I thought they were two different ones.
I know ESPN and the NFL Network were two different ones.
Right.
I think one had the college people and one had the NFL people, and then the NFL Network was itself.
I watched Mike Greenberg, whatever he was doing.
Mike Greenberg is so good at his job. I am a big Mike Greenberg fan. That's who I watched.
Yeah.
We all wake up with Mike Greenberg on TV.
Yeah, the Get Up.
The Get Up. We love the Get Up.
My aunt who lives in New York City used to always say that she hated that they called it the Get Up because by the time it's on in New York City, you should already be at work.
Oh, you should already have gotten up.
That was her thought. You should already have gotten up.
She wants the gotten up.
Yes,
the gotten up. All right, a lot of stuff coming at you today. Lakers were all over it. Rams select Ty Simpson at 13 and the rest of their draft. We're going to do it all coming up next on Mason and Ireland. Stick with us on the YouTube, and we're on the app and the radio.
Call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
Hyundai of Glendale is now open, and your next Hyundai is waiting. Lease a brand new 2026 Tucson SC for just $199 a month plus tax for 24 months. Includes owner's assurance and a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Check out Hyundai of Glendale. Call 818-222-8000 or visit HyundaiofGlendale.net. 24 months at 7,500 miles per year. $41.99 due at signing. Tax, title, license, and dock fees extra. One at this payment. 5NMJ, A3DE, 4TA 715229. MSRP $31,150.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
Hey guys, if you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that could last for weeks. Getting sick right before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and a pharmacy can be really stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Packs to treat wide ranges of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick, at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. You just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook, or you call the telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your bed sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes, and it's shipped to your door. Save $45 with our promo code 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710. Promo code is 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710.
Rich Eisen here with some advice. If high-interest credit card debt is grinding you down, it might be time to call an Audible with a SoFi personal loan. It consolidates your debt into one low monthly payment with no fees required. And with as soon as the same day funding, you can make the right play fast. Call an Audible on your debt today at SoFi.com/debtplay. Loans originated by SoFi Bank N.A. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891. Fast funds terms apply at SoFi.com/debtplay.
In today's fast-moving job market, staying ahead means keeping your skills sharp. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we help keep your capabilities cutting edge with our skills-based education programs designed to move your career forward. Explore more than 135 degrees and certificates in business, cybersecurity, and more. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start May 13th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Shaft.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A Good Karma Brands radio station. ESPN 710, Los Angeles Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Monday afternoon.
Ireland, best show on the radio.
Here we go, Monday the 27th of April, 2026. The Hall of Famers are here. And together again, Johnny I back from Houston, where the Lakers didn't get the sweep. But we'll get it done Wednesday night at Crypto.com Arena. Better to take care of them at home anyway. Plus, the Dodgers take care of the Cubbies. The LA Kings are out of the playoffs. But how about the Anaheim Mighty Ducks? Are they still the Mighty Ducks or are they just the Ducks? I don't know. But they beat the Edmonton Oilers. They've got a commanding lead over the Oilers in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Plus, we'll put a bow on the NFL draft and so much more. Let's do it. Producer Emily's here. Brian Cohen, the social team in the back, and you.
I have a tool belt at home I put on when I need to do work around the house. What work are you doing?
The biggest show on the radio.
So with that said, let's get this show on the road.
Yeah. What they call me is a cornhole savant.
Mason and Ireland, your Monday afternoon right now.
Why did I ever say that thing about cornhole that now shows up every single day?
Yeah.
So Ireland back from Houston. Lakers really got steamrolled last night. And it was just never there. To me, John, you could tell from the they got off to a good start. I think they were up 9-4 early. And then the waves started coming at them. The younger team had fresher legs, and I thought the Lakers, particularly LeBron, looked gassed after what happened Friday night, which was an incredible win.
Okay, lot to unpack here. I'm glad we have a long show, or at least a full-length show, because you guys only had 2 on Friday,
Yeah,
right?
2 on Friday.
I'm going to tell you guys something, and
don't say it.
You're going to think I'm crazy.
You are.
But when Michael says this series is over, do not listen to him.
Did Michael say the series is over?
Done. Over.
When it was 3-0 or?
No, even after last night.
After last night?
Well, the facts back up Michael.
Oh, sure.
Teams that are up 3-0 in the NBA playoffs in history are 159-0. 159. It's never happened, a team come back from 3-0.
Yep.
Chances are LeBron takes care of business on Wednesday night and ends this thing.
Yes.
But could Houston win? Absolutely. All 4 of these games have been close, and I cannot stress this enough. That win on Friday night was so improbable, may have been the most improbable comeback I've ever called.
Yeah.
I called game. Stan Van Gundy called game.
I know.
The Houston guys called game. Let me put this in perspective. Teams that are up by 6 with less than 30 seconds to go, and they were up by 6 with 27 seconds to go, and they had the ball.
Yes.
Okay? So really all they had to do was not turn it over.
Yep.
But teams in that situation in NBA playoff history, 1,713-1.
Wow.
Now it's 713-2.
Okay.
The Knicks blew one in 2024, but you just don't see it. Everything had to go right for the Lakers.
Yep.
So if you consider that they pulled off one of the most improbable comebacks in history, in team history, this should be 2-2.
Right. We could easily be sitting here 2-2.
This should be 2-2.
Right.
And if Houston wins on Wednesday, and they'll be favored again.
They're actually underdogs.
Oh,
Lakers 2.5-point favorites.
Okay, first time in the series that the Lakers have been favored. If they find a way to win Houston, I think it's going 7. And the Lakers in their history, 21 times in team history, they've had a 3-0 lead. 13 of the 21 sweep.
Right.
7 of the 21 win it in 5.
Right.
Only once in 1962 with Elgin Baylor and Jerry West did a team even force a game 6 and the Lakers won it in 6. So we're talking about unprecedented territory here. But here's the good news. The coaches and most of the players agree with me.
Mm-hmm.
They know it's not over. JJ knows it. He's preparing. He's coaching this like the Lakers are down rather than up.
LeBron, after the game, was like, no, this thing is not settled until the series is over. They know.
They know. And they may get Austin back on Wednesday. He warmed up.
It seems like they will.
Again, last night he warmed up.
Yeah.
My sense of it was, I don't know anything, it's just my opinion, that he could have played, but they said, we're up 3-0.
Yep.
Let's not push it. Now you can push it.
And KD, now they're saying the injury, I guess it's the ankle, would be normally an injury where he would miss multiple weeks if it was the beginning of the season. It was weird to not see him out at the bench
on Friday
for Game 3. Is that not standard that you
Yes.
go out to the bench
Very
and support
weird.
your team?
And last night he was right in the middle of it.
Oh, yeah. He's like, Deandre Ayton, bye. When DeAndre, we'll get to that.
Yeah. But if you're excuse me,
That's
if
all right.
you're a Laker fan, do not assume this series is over.
No, don't assume it's over, but feel
It's
confident.
not.
I think you can feel very, very confident.
Yeah, well, it's never happened.
Yeah, it's never
No
happened.
team is- but
it's really hard to beat any team
if it
4
ever
times
does,
in a row.
if it ever does happen, and I do think it'll happen in our lifetime.
Someday. Not here.
If it does ever happen, it'll be a situation like this, when the team that jumped ahead is missing their 2 best players.
Yep.
And they got a huge lucky break in Game 3 where Houston wet the bed, and that they would be allowed to come back. But let's see. I think my sense is telling me LeBron leads them to a victory on Wednesday, and it's over, but I'm not the least bit comfortable.
By the way,
not at all.
We had said over and over again that one of Houston's big weaknesses was crunch time. And we saw it on Friday night. They came unglued with a 6-point lead and the basketball with 30 seconds left. Just terrible late game execution. And by the way, this is where the Lakers are at their best.
Right.
They've been great in crunch time, end of games all year long, and we saw it again on Friday night.
The thing about Houston is they're younger, they're more athletic, and even if Durant doesn't play on Wednesday, this is going to sound.
And by the way, it seems like he won't play on Wednesday.
After spending the whole weekend there,
yep,
that team chemistry in Houston is broken.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like KD, and he doesn't like them.
Yep.
And I don't know what you do about that.
You get rid of KD is what you do.
Again?
You got a young core. It's time to move. I would move on from KD. You know, I think, and again, I listened to like the Locked On Rockets podcast.
Right.
And they're still talking about how the Burnergate thing broke a trust in the locker room,
Right.
and nobody trusts anybody. People don't trust KD. I think that's coming out. And by the way, doesn't it send a message to your team if you don't show up and sit on the bench for a big Game 3 on Friday night? It's just a weird look.
And by the way, the media, particularly in the playoffs, when you have to do media every day, media is a dance.
Yeah.
These young Rockets are not dancing. Somebody asked Amen Thompson, do you think there's a chance KD plays in Game 4? And Amen said, to be honest, I have no idea.
Yeah.
We haven't seen him.
Yeah.
Jabari Smith, they said, can you guys are having a lot of trouble. You're down 0-3. Can you give him a game without KD?
Right.
And Jabari Smith said, well, KD's part of the problem.
Right.
He's got to play better, and I got to play better. And you'll never hear anybody on the Lakers ever say LeBron is part of the problem,
Right.
even if he is.
No.
They'll never say it.
No.
Because they have too much respect and deference for LeBron. That doesn't exist with those young guys in Houston. They think KD's kind of a jerk.
Kind of a diva, kind of a jerk, can't be trusted, all that stuff.
And if you
think.
if you read between the lines, like when Şengün talks and when not, now all this doesn't mean the Rockets can't come back and win. They can. Last night without KD, they boat raced us.
Yeah.
But let's see.
Yeah. By the way, Şengün committed approximately 100 offensive fouls last night, and none of them were called. I mean, that's all that guy does is foul people every time he goes to the rack.
I also feel like even last night's game, having it be a blowout is feeling like more of a let's wipe the slate clean from
Yes.
that game and go on. It seemed like the Lakers were gassed. They had their mistakes. They also shot so poorly in comparison to the other games. I think it's going to come back around on Wednesday. I know I've been the one that's saying it doesn't matter until the home team loses. I'm much more on the side of the Lakers now. I think they're going to win on Wednesday.
Yeah, I mean, I think the odds are literally 2.5-point favorites. The odds are they're going to close them out, especially if Austin comes back. That's a huge difference maker. Now, he'll probably be on a minutes limit. And would they start him? Would they bring him in off the bench? JJ has done some of that this year. When a guy's coming back from injury, you play him off the bench. What do you think?
I think if he's healthy, they'll play him. They'll start him and play him.
Yeah.
The defense will get worse with Austin on the floor.
Although the defense was pretty damn good down the stretch. I don't think the defense necessarily gets worse. I think they need somebody else to organize the offense. It can't be all LeBron. And I think Austin's going to make a huge difference there. I think, after an overtime game and 1 day off, that's what LeBron had left in the tank last night. Do you agree with that?
Yeah. And here's something else to think about. Starting on Wednesday, it's just 1 day off between games.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday, Friday, Sunday.
That's
why you really want to take care.
That's why you got to close out.
And I'm hearing, and I want to stress this, I'm going to say it 3 times.
Yeah.
Unofficial.
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 Yep.
Unofficial.
Not official.
Not official.
Yep.
Not official.
Yep.
I'm hearing if both OKC and the Lakers close it out in 5 or less, OKC I think is going tonight in Game 4.
Yeah, Game 4.
And then they would play Wednesday same time as us if they need a Game 5. I hear if both Lakers and Thunder clinch by Wednesday, that we're starting this weekend in Oklahoma City.
Like Sunday?
Probably Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, maybe depending on what the other games are doing.
Yeah.
But it could be Saturday or Sunday, but that's what I'm hearing. So, we'd be in a scenario where if that information I'm getting is correct, and again, unofficial.
Yep.
That we would have to go to Houston, fly to Houston on Thursday, play them Friday night, and then go straight to Oklahoma if we won that game.
No matter if it's in 6, you would still start on Saturday?
I think so. Not on Saturday.
Unofficial.
It would be Sunday.
Okay, yeah, but not official.
But I'm hoping the Lakers make this easy and just clinch it on
let's just get this
Wednesday.
thing out of the way.
Yeah.
Let's get it out
They're
of the
playing
way,
great.
man.
LeBron's playing great.
Yeah. Marcus Smart has been unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, Marcus Smart, that game on Friday, he scored 8 points in overtime. Huge plays down the stretch. Marcus Smart has been our second best player through this playoff so far. He has been just terrific. Luke Kennard cooled off a little bit, isn't making threes.
Didn't
like
make
he
him
did
last
early
night,
in the
but
series.
he's been great. Matter of fact, I asked Michael, I'm curious what you think about this. I asked Michael after Game 3, and Kennard had been so great.
Yeah,
in
he was
games
1 of 6 from 3.
1, 2, and
Game
3. I said to Michael, did we just watch Luke Kennard play his way onto the Lakers next year because he's an unrestricted free agent? And Michael said, I think you saw the bidding on Luke Kennard go way up.
Yeah.
They may not be able to afford him now.
Yep.
If another team offers him 4 years, 100, he's got to take that. And the Lakers probably can't offer him that.
No, probably not.
So it's something to watch.
All right, coming up next for you, what the hell was happening with the officiating last night? It didn't decide the game, but there was some weird stuff that we need to talk about. We'll do it next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN. On the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
The 15-minute mark on 710. Fueled by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
In that time it took to hear your favorite takes and all that fun and frivolity, you could be pulling out with a fresh oil change. No waiting, no appointment, just in and out in about 15 minutes. Bam! So you've got more time for what matters. Visit SoCalOilChange.com.
In just 15 minutes, you can boost your vehicle's performance and save money while doing it. Visit SoCalOilChange.com now for value pack coupons and keep your car and your wallet running strong.
The 15-minute mark on 710, made possible by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, we're a nationally recognized leader in pediatric care, honored by U.S. News & World Report as one of the best in the country. Here, we achieve amazing breakthroughs that change lives. From groundbreaking cancer therapies that offer new hope to young patients, to advanced heart procedures that save lives, we partner with families to conquer challenges and achieve extraordinary outcomes. Choose the best care for your child at chla.org.
John Ireland here. You want a vodka that's championship caliber? Look for Blue Ice Vodka at Ralph's, America's largest potato vodka. Double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce. Classic, Huckleberry, or double espresso. Blue Ice Vodka. Vodka with standards.
Hey, everybody, it's Cap. I'm here with Angie from Angelica's Insurance. Every team needs a strong defense, and when it comes to protecting what matters most, they've got you covered.
That's right. From auto and home to renters, business, and life insurance, we built a game plan tailored just for you.
And if life throws a penalty your way, like a DUI, for example,
we got you. We specialize in DUIs, SR22 coverage, getting you back on the road fast and affordably. Visit angelicas-ins.com or call 1-888-717-0773 for your free quote today.
Mother's Day is coming, and you gotta show love to the mothers in your life. You know you gotta take care of mom. Plus, my wife just became a first-time mom. So yeah, Mother's Day matters, and you gotta get it right. That's why I'm sending flowers from the Books Company. Right now, get 25% off with code CANTY. Books flowers are cut fresh, so you get bigger, brighter blooms that last way longer. And it's easy. Pick the bouquet, the delivery date, and you're done. Mother's Day is May 10th, so don't wait. Go to Books.com, use code CANTY to get 25% off. That's BOUQS.com.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
I'm not a prude.
You are.
I'm not.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
I do not believe I am at all prude. I'm like the least prudish person you know.
Mason and Ireland rolls on.
We're in the middle. Oh! You know this song, John? Famous song.
Yeah. Who sings this? The Shirelles?
The Ronettes.
The Ronettes. Okay.
And the last Ronette, Nedra Tally Ross, has passed away at the age of 80.
All right. Hail, sister, well met.
Hail, sister, well met. It's a great record.
I think this might be one of the best pop songs ever.
Is this on the Dirty Dancing soundtrack?
I believe so.
Is this produced by Phil Spector?
Wasn't everything for several years produced by Phil Spector?
But this has been used in 18 billion movies because it is so useful. It's such a good song. So I think this is one of the best songs ever.
So you think one of the best pop songs ever?
Yeah.
John, if I put that to you, best pop song ever?
Pop song.
Pop song.
I would probably...
There is a correct answer.
For me, Kiss by Prince.
It's a classic. Made me think of Faith by George Michael, but I think it's Vogue by Madonna.
Very good.
Vogue is
I can understand why you like it. I don't think
Vogue stands the test of time. Plus,
it's not even the best Madonna song. Like a Prayer is the best Madonna song.
Like a Prayer is great. Brian, best pop song?
I can't really think of anything.
No,
I would say something from Prince, but nothing.
Yeah.
Well, and I know that we're all dealing with this with the movie, but pretty much anything in the 80s from Michael Jackson would be.
Yeah,
would be there.
I might go see it. I haven't seen it yet.
Billie Jean would be in that conversation.
Billie Jean.
Thriller would be in that conversation.
Yep.
But it's the argument we always have on this show. Can you separate the art from the artist?
Yes.
And so in Michael's case, you got to do
that.
that.
Well, apparently $200 million over the weekend. A lot of people separating the art from the
didn't
artist.
You predict, I can't remember if you did it on or off the air, that it would have a huge opening weekend and then drop?
That's what I anticipate is going to happen. Big opening weekend.
Did you see it, Em?
No, and I think the conversation of separating art from the artist, for me, I think you have to know the artist really well before the thing happens.
Yeah.
And for me, I didn't have Michael Jackson in my mind before the other stuff.
Okay.
So
right.
I've only known him with the other
with
stuff
the
available.
Other stuff, yeah.
So I'm not a huge Michael Jackson fan.
Yeah.
Well, what here's an example. Greg Bergman will not go to a Mel Gibson movie. Because Mel said a lot of anti-Semitic stuff, and Greg's Jewish. So even if the movie's great, Greg's out. I always wonder, Mace, with you love the movie Usual Suspects.
Yes.
will you still stop on it knowing that Kevin Spacey's the lead?
Still watch it.
Okay.
And LA Confidential.
It's one and LA Confidential.
Kevin Spacey's a great actor.
He's a great actor.
I mean, he's got a lot of baggage, but he's a great actor.
Top athletes, big moments one night. The OC Sports Awards, June 18 at Angel Stadium, hosted by the Travis Rogers. Celebrate greatness and be part of one of Orange County's premier sports nights. Get your tickets now at the OCSportsAwards.org. All right, so last night, one of the interesting aspects of the game, and it didn't determine the game, it didn't decide the game by any stretch. It was very one-sided, but the officials were kind of out of control. The Deandre Ayton thing, it's at least in review, and they had a chance to go back and look at this, right?
Yeah.
It's clear that his elbow sort of slid up Şengün's arm and got to his chin, for all intents and purposes, but that should be a flagrant 1. That should not be an ejection.
Michael predicted a 1. I predicted a 2.
You did
when
predict
they were in
a 2.
replay. Yeah, because anything above the head or neck, anything above the neck to the head, they take super seriously. And there was a little bit of a wind-up with the elbow there. You know my position on throwing people out of games. I would just never do it.
Yeah.
I'd never do it unless they pulled a gun on somebody. I mean,
right.
You can penalize people without ejecting them.
Right.
But I know how the league works. When I had that elbow hit him in the shoulder, it would have been a 1.
Well, he did hit him in the shoulder, then it slid.
Yeah, when he hit him in the face, I knew that 2 was in play.
To me, 2 is about intent. I don't think DeAndre Ayton intended to elbow him in the head.
I think what a 1 is described as unnecessary contact. Contact. Thank you.
Yeah.
Unnecessary contact. A 2 is unnecessary and excessive contact.
See,
I thought that when he got him in the face, that it might fall towards excessive.
Right.
The Lakers weren't winning that game.
No,
anyway.
they weren't winning
and
it.
I think part of it was, I was just telling you, the night before, there was this weird game in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Where Denver and Minnesota got into it. Jokic, one of those stupid unwritten rule things that I hate.
Mm-hmm. You don't score a basket when you're about to win.
McDaniels laid it in with 2 seconds to go, and they were already up 15, and Jokic didn't like it, and he started a fight. I think all the refs saw that, and they said, look, this game's over.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not let this turn into a fight.
Right.
And I think the way the refs thought was, Ayton just elbowed their best player in the head. If we don't throw him out, one of the Rockets is coming for Ayton.
Okay, but here's the thing. Ayton, and again, to me it goes to intent. Maybe the rules don't say that, but to me a 2 means you meant to do it. I don't think Ayton meant to do it, and it's the first time he has been ejected in his entire 8-year NBA career.
Right.
To me,
I don't think it was intentional, if that's what you're saying.
Track record should have something to do with it. I don't think Ayton intended to do that. And then the end of the game, I don't know what that's grabbed. Edu Thero gets jacked from the game.
Yeah, they just decided, look, we're throwing out anybody who's getting physical because this game's over.
Here's LeBron on the officiating.
I'm more pissed off about them kicking the dude out. That was uncalled for, and it made no sense. Then that's his first. I think it's the first time he's ever been thrown out of a game in his life. That was. I don't think that was warranted. I mean, give him 2 technicals. The kid just got in the game, and that was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was weird.
He's not wrong.
But I guess it goes to in the context of what happened in the Minnesota-Denver series.
And it was the same official that I believe Devin Booker called out last week in saying that he was rigging games. And
really?
James Williams, you're right.
Yeah.
It was.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So they didn't get the A team yesterday.
No.
If they got an extender, maybe it's James Williams now and not Scott Foster.
Who is Scott Foster our extender? Is he still working?
He's normally the guy. If you see Scott Foster coming in here Wednesday
night, that's not a good sign.
That's bad.
The extender, they call him. All right, so, John, you were not here on Friday when we were reacting to the Rams drafting Ty Simpson out of the blue at pick number 13. We were texting back and forth while it was going on, and you texted, hey, Makai Lemon's on the board. And then we searched around Twitter, and Jay Glazer had broken the news that the Rams were taking Ty Simpson. What was your first reaction?
Surprised, simply because the Rams are in win-now mode.
Mm-hmm.
And they took a guy who is not going to help them now at all.
Right.
So that was my first reaction was, that's curious. Second was, maybe McVay really likes him. And then I saw McVay at the press conference, and it was clear he was not on board. And I know he's trying to spin it back. Sean's trying to spin it back. And he says, I had some other stuff going on, some personal stuff. But what I think happened, and I think Sean would admit this, we'll ask him next time we get him on, I think he was just being deferential to Matthew Stafford.
Thank you.
I think he realized, hey, I can't be overly effusive about this Ty Simpson pick because it's Matthew Stafford's team. You start talking about his replacement, and that's disrespectful to one of the great quarterbacks of all time.
Especially when he's in a contract negotiations with the Rams.
Right. So I'm guessing I'm going to write Sean's reaction off to overly deferential to Stafford rather than hating on Ty Simpson. Is that a read?
Therein is the Jedi mind trick that I talked to Em about earlier today. I think that's exactly what it is. We'll talk about it coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN. How about them Anders?
National University, one of my favorite partners out on the station, is veteran-focused, veteran-founded, and wants to get you a degree. If you're one of these people that life got in the way and you never had a chance to get a bachelor's or master's degree, NU is a nonprofit university that offers more than 150 degree programs. And here's the best part. They'll do it on your schedule. Flexible 4-8-week online courses designed to fit your life. And I'm always talking about how they're offering scholarships. Here's one you can apply for right now. The Believe and Succeed Scholarship awards up to $6,000 annually toward an industry current bachelor's or master's degree. So whether you're balancing work, family, or life, National University is ready to help you believe and succeed. If you want to apply to that, you just go to their website. Matter of fact, if you want to look into National University, you just go to this website, nu.edu. nu.edu. You have to apply by July 31st if you want to apply for that Believe and Succeed scholarship. Terms and conditions apply. But check them out today. National University, mention the word Anders. They believe in people that have multiple things going on. Maybe you have a job, and you have a family, and you want to get a degree. They're here for all your hands. Check them out today. National University, nu.edu.
Purple and gold playoff energy.
After the Houston Rockets kept their season alive in Game 4.
Rockets get their first win of the series.
The series shifts back to L.A., where the Lake Show have a chance to finish the job. The Purple and Gold return home with one thing in mind, closing out the Rockets at Crypto.com. Lakers-Rockets Game 5 from downtown L.A. Pre-game starts Wednesday at 5:30 p.m.
The Lakers postseason push happens right here on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Hey LA, it's Beto Duran. Head to Northridge Toyota and Wondrey Toyota today and drive off in a brand new, beautiful 2026 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for just $209 a month on a 36-month lease. $209 for a Tacoma? You already know it's got to be Northridge and Wondrey Toyota. Any trade you own outright is your down payment. It's a limited time offer. Nobody's going to take care of you like my guys at Wondrey's and Northridge Toyota.
2026 Toyota Tacoma SR5 iForce 2.4-cylinder turbo 5-foot bed, double cab 4x2 RWD model. MSRP $40,628. Base 10,000 miles per year and excludes tax, title, license, and dollar fees.
Smalls here. If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds can turn into sinus infections that last weeks, ruining your perfect vacation getaway. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and a pharmacy, it's stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy at home. It includes prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of illnesses. So if you wake up sick, at home, or on the road, you have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, and no pharmacy lines. Also, no copays. Match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor. Start meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs a medical emergency kit, so order yours online in minutes. It's shipped right to your door. Save $45 with my promo code SMALLS at urgentcarekit.com/smalls. That's promo code SMALLS at urgentcarekit.com/smalls. Prescription required. Always consult your doctor to determine if this product is right for you.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. This is Mason and Ireland on your home of Rams football, 710 ESPN.
Oh, my friend Ryan Walker is listening from Imagine Dragons. This is the anniversary. By the way, Imagine Dragons, every single song you can play at a football game, baseball game, hoops game. No matter what, their music is made for sporting events. And this record came out in 2014. Where would you rank this in the Imagine Dragons? I mean, to me, Radioactive is the Imagine Dragons song.
Yeah, it was like the start, the big blow up.
Yes.
Would Imagine Dragons be big enough to play at the Super Bowl?
They could do the national anthem
Pre-game?
or
Yeah.
pregame. I don't think
I
they
don't
can
think
do
they're big
halftime.
enough to do the national anthem. Or I'm sorry, I don't think they're big enough to do the halftime show. At least
Maybe
not yet. At
yet.
least not yet.
Maybe not
Yeah.
yet. Yeah.
All right, so we're talking about the Rams taking Ty Simpson at 13, which was fascinating. And in the press conference on Thursday night, Sean McVay looked like the vibes
didn't look happy.
The vibes were bad. Now, he came out and cleaned that up on after the draft the next day on Friday. Here's what McVay said.
He's talking to Peter Schrager and to
Kyle Brandt.
Kyle Brandt.
Here we go.
Every decision that we make is collective and collaborative.
No, this
and
isn't it.
For any of the
this
questions,
is I've got the Schrager, but you said you
Let
wanted to
me
listen to
play it.
McVay.
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
well, there was some other things I was grumpy about that, you just navigate normally. But I think the main thing, Kyle, was you just wanted to make sure that I would have been stoic by nature anyways, just based on the respect for Matthew, because it's a unique situation. You get a chance to be able to, take a player that you like at a really important position, but you don't want it to be minimized or misunderstood in terms of what this means in terms of our investment and our commitment to Matthew for as long as he wants to continue to play. And so you're kind of teetering that line, and clearly, I came off a little grumpier than normal.
Little grumpier than normal. Now, do you believe Sean McVay and what he's saying there? Do you believe that Sean McVay was in on Ty Simpson at 13?
I think he would have preferred, and I'm speculating, but I think he would have preferred they took somebody that could help him now. That's just my gut feeling.
So the spin out of that is, but McVay doesn't like playing rookies anyway. So maybe they take Mekhi Lemon at 13. Maybe he doesn't make a huge impact in season one. I tend to believe McVay on this. I tend to believe that, in fact, he was in on the pick. Here's Peter Schrager on that.
They don't envision themselves ever having a top 5, top 10 pick. So we're talking about the Jets and being in the Arch Manning sweepstakes. The Rams don't see that. They also looked at the free agent landscape for the next couple of years. They don't see a big name. So they said at 13th overall, I know Lemon's on the board. I know Sadiq's on the board. We're going to take a quarterback and ensure that we have a handoff plan once Stafford does call it quits. I'll add this. If they had traded the 13th overall pick and got Trent McDuffie at 13 and taken Ty Simpson with the 29th pick, I don't think there would be this brouhaha. Instead, they got McDuffie in the trade and they took Simpson where they could. Great point. They're happy with it. It's a long-term plan.
Okay, so let me comment on that.
Yes.
If Peter Simpson would have been there at 29, and it seemed like he was, or
it sounds
why
like,
wouldn't you trade down?
That was my thought too. Why not trade down?
You got to have a willing trade partner. That could be it.
Unless they think somebody's going to jump on him right afterwards.
Yeah.
And he doesn't.
Well, Orlovsky loves this pick. He thinks Ty Simpson.
Of course he does.
Well,
he always loves everything the Rams do.
Well, no, but this was before the Rams took him.
I know.
He was saying Ty Simpson on his board was ahead of Mendoza.
Right.
I just have a hard time believing that I have a hard time believing a lot of stuff from Dan Orlovsky just because I just think that he is either often wrong or getting stuff from people close to these people.
Sure.
So
yeah.
But in this case, let's say, he was Stafford's backup for 10 years.
Yeah, and so
he's
there's
close
a relationship
with Stafford.
there.
Besties.
Why wouldn't he then trash the pick?
Because Stafford would want somebody that can
Right.
help
If
this
what
coming
you're-
have
season.
the same agent.
Well, but what you're saying, though, is that that Orlovsky is a mouthpiece for Stafford, right? That's what you're suggesting.
Yes, and his agent.
Okay, so if that's true, why wouldn't he trash the pick? Saying, I don't know what they're doing. They have Matthew Stafford.
Why not get him a receiver?
Why would you waste a first-round pick on a backup quarterback? He's doing the opposite.
Because Ty Simpson's also the same agent that
Well,
Orlovsky has.
I don't know that that's fair. I mean, Orlovsky's evaluation of Ty Simpson was clearly correct.
I would also like to say, with this whole McVay stuff and his body language, from doing the Rams postgame show as much as I have for the past 5 years, he has a very hard job of disguising his emotions.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was 100% real. I think he was upset because I have listened to countless Sean McVay postgame shows, especially with our broadcast crew, JB, after the game. And if he is upset, which he is a lot of times when they lose, it's 30 seconds, and it's always full of heat. I think that's what happened last night. I think he either was a little caught off guard.
Thursday night.
Friday night, whatever night it
yeah,
was. We all know
night
what
it was.
night
Thursday,
it was.
yeah.
I think that was true emotion, and they were spinning it.
So I think the whole thing is a Jedi mind trick. I think from the very beginning, Sean McVay was in on Ty Simpson, as was Les Snead. And they went to Matthew.
He has never indicated that, Sean.
Well, he indicated that he loves the pick. He indicated. I saw him say, "We're pals and we're always on the same page." Patted him on the shoulder.
But that's what, like Emily said, that's how you have to.
See, I think that McVay had to be salty and had to be muted. I think that's a good word for it. Muted because of Matthew. He basically was deferential to Matthew by not dancing around the room after taking a backup quarterback.
Do you think it was so secret that Sean wasn't even included on what's happening?
I do not.
They don't do the same things that other teams do. They don't do as much of the visits. They don't go to the combine.
I can't imagine they would make a pick without McVay signing off.
No, I can't either.
I just think that emotion on Thursday night was real. And I think that
maybe
this has been, and I read this Jeremy Fowler piece.
Yeah, the Jeremy Fowler story
about
is good.
the secrecy around the drafting of Ty Simpson, how they kind of wanted to keep it under wraps. But what stood out to me was this final line from the piece, and it reads as such: while Stafford may not play into his 40s, one team source used the possibility to prove a larger point. Quote, if Simpson never starts a game for the Rams before his rookie contract runs out, that's a win for the Rams.
Who the hell is spinning that crap? That is the worst take. If again, just think about this for a second, John. That particular spin, that particular source. If Stafford keeps playing and Ty Simpson continues as the backup, and it goes 5 years, you get to the end of Ty Simpson's rookie contract,
right?
And he still hasn't played, that is not a win for the Rams.
I mean,
well, you just described what Jimmy G did in New England, playing behind Brady.
Tom Brady was so good.
Right.
They couldn't.
But did he go 5 years?
Oh, yeah, maybe longer. And remember,
they tried to pull the cord on
Brady. And Bob Kraft overruled Belichick. And then finally, when Belichick got full control, Kraft sided with Belichick, and Brady went to Tampa.
Right.
And in this scenario, the Rams, Matthew Stafford would be playing so well that they wouldn't have to move on from him. That he was remarkably durable. They wouldn't have to move on from it.
I guess if you get 5 years out of Matthew Stafford,
that's incredible.
It's amazing. So I guess that's the point. But then you can look at it and say, well, then that pick doesn't really pay off. It's a waste of a pick.
But they are viewing it as a bonus pick because they're really viewing that 29th pick as their pick. And so that is also what another source said. But I also want to point out something that JB said with us on Friday after the pick had happened on Thursday. I'm getting the days right now. But JB said that Matthew Stafford always plays best when there's a fire behind him, that he plays best when people are doubting him. So I think maybe this is hey, Matthew, here's another thing to keep you motivated. Like, keep this kid from taking your job. You go out there, win another MVP. You go out there, win another Super Bowl. Maybe there's something to motivate Stafford about this.
Maybe, but I can't imagine anyone is considering Simpson a threat to Matthew Stafford.
No, not at this point. Not at this point, for sure.
Well, then why would they be so careful about being talking around him if he's not a threat?
Well, they didn't want – you're talking about
okay, so if
Ty Simpson. They didn't want to tip their hand on Ty Simpson.
If Ty Simpson isn't a threat,
right,
then why would Sean McVay be pretending to be upset at that presser afterwards?
Repeat that question. If Ty Simpson
isn't a threat to Matthew Stafford,
right?
Why was he pretending? If you guys are saying he's pretending to be upset,
I think it's an acting job. I think he's nominated for Best Supporting Actor for that press conference.
If no one thinks that he's a threat to Matthew Stafford, why would Matthew Stafford think he's a threat?
See, I don't think Matthew Stafford does consider him a threat because Sean McVay made very clear to Matthew Stafford, including in that press conference, that he is the guy. It's his team.
So then why wouldn't Sean McVay just be excited for a guy that he has drafted if he's not a threat?
Because I think he doesn't want to dance around the room because he's got a franchise quarterback coming off an MVP.
I think there's some truth to that.
I mean, I
don't think you're getting what I'm saying about the whole him not being a threat. Because if he isn't a threat, they should be, woohoo, we got our quarterback of the future, because he's not a threat to Matthew Stafford. But because it seemingly seems like he was a threat to Matthew Stafford, they had to, in your scenario, coddle Stafford by acting.
They had a muted response.
A frustrated response, an upset response.
Yeah. All right. By the way, they drafted another tight end, Max Clare from Ohio State. They now have got, I think they're going to run 14 personnel this year. They've got Tyler Higbee, Colby Parkinson, Davis Allen, Terrence Ferguson, who they drafted last year, and now Max Clare from Ohio State, who was the pick in the second round. They went offensive line for Keegan Trost from Missouri, who spent 7 years in college. Now, I like that. I like a guy who played a really long time.
You would have liked my big brother at the fraternity. He spent 6 years there.
6 years.
Shout out Vic Karadakis.
Yeah, well, we had one of those. Mark Essig did the same thing at Sigma Phi Epsilon, Bowling Green State University in 1987.
They just love studying so much.
Yes, loved it. Also went wide receiver from Miami, C.J. Daniels, and then defensive tackle from Alabama, Tim Keenan. So that is the Rams draft.
But is that any of the needs? Do you feel like those are the needs that the Rams had?
Maybe offensive line. Maybe that's a tackle of the future kind of guy. They've got McClendon at right tackle now with Davenstein retiring. Maybe they see him there.
I just think this is the big thing from Rams fans this weekend is that it didn't seem like the Rams addressed any of the needs because you're drafting a third-round offensive tackle. You're not drafting a first-round or second-round offensive tackle. Second round, you draft a tight end?
Yeah, another tight end.
That's ridiculous. Why are they drafting another tight end?
You can never have too many.
It is insane.
Yes, you can.
No, you can have too many. You absolutely can have too many tight ends.
Emily, what happened with icebreakers while I was gone?
Nothing good for me.
Is anyone barking up my tree?
No, I mean, the others did score because the double started on Friday, so I believe it was Marcus that got that one. But, yeah, no one's barking up your tree.
I'm saving my fire for next month.
Okay.
Yeah. John's up like 71-1. 71 to -1, something like that.
70 to -1.
70 to -1,
Not enough
John.
of a lead.
Yeah, plenty of lead.
Because you can get 20 points a day for the next 4 days. That's 80.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, twice. What do you mean? It wasn't amazing you Jody Fostered me last month?
I did Jody Foster you. That is true and won the month. So,
that ain't happening again.
But you've got a 71-point lead. We will find out who wins Icebreakers today. Coming up next. In the meantime, I got to go to Cosm on Thursday to see Game 3 of the Kings. Sorry, Kings bummer out of the playoffs. They got swept by Colorado.
Kopitar,
it is cool how they honored Kopi. It's NBA, NHL season. There is no better place to catch the action than Cosm. So let's say you can't get tickets to Game 5 on Wednesday night at Crypto. Well, guess what? You can see it at Cosm and feel like you're courtside with their massive 87-foot wraparound LED display. Every slam dunk feels like you're courtside. You're not just watching the playoffs, you're in them. And I've been there. It's unreal. As I mentioned, the Kings. Hockey is incredible there. Just incredible. Plus, you can head to the hall, catch every single game, wall-to-wall screens, amazing food. The honey pepperoni pizza is my brand new favorite thing over there. And the Beast Burger, also awesome. Drinks, cocktails, all that stuff. Cosm has got it all. There is no better place to experience the NBA playoffs, the NHL playoffs than Cosm. For game listings and tickets, visit Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. Cosm.com. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
When you were playing running back, was this like a refrigerator Perry situation, or was this you were the best running back option?
Back then, running back was the thing. When you were playing football, I'm Marcus Allen. I'm Earl Campbell.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
But I want to play running back.
A lot bigger than the other guys out there?
No, we're like 99 pounds. We have to be the same weight. When I said I wanted to play running back, they gave me this look like, all right, here's your shot. Go ahead. Dive, pit, fumble, get your butt back.
How did the first 3 plays go?
I think I gained about 6 yards.
It's not a great average.
I was so scared running through there, Travis. I'm
scared of watching football. Yeah, much less running through that hole. I don't know what's waiting for me in the other side.
I think I was screaming the entire I don't know what happened.
Terrifying.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and live on YouTube.
Pizza Hut is bringing the heat with their new hand-tossed crust. Crispy and golden on the outside, soft and fluffy on the inside, finished with buttery garlic parm seasoning in every bite. And right now, grab a large pizza with any 3 toppings for just $11.99, delivery or carryout. When you're hungry for big flavor, keep the Pizza Hut coming with the $11.99 large 3-topping deal. Order now at pizzahut.com or download the Pizza Hut app.
Limited time offer. Additional charges for extra cheese and toppings, stuffed crust, and original pan.
Evan Cohen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app, share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required, not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
Progressive knows there's no one more important to your team than your pet. They're like your top draft pick.
And it looks like Chuck has selected Pepper the Corgi. Bold pick there, Deborah.
Yeah, Rich, Pepper has a high ceiling for sure, but he does have a tendency to bark at every tree.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the table, but also takes a lot off of it, especially when it's been left near the edge.
Nothing left to do now but suit him up for the dog park.
Protect your top draft pick from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy terms.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Evan Cohen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app, share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required, not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
Oh, it's Icebreakers time. Oh, right, that's right, the big voice guy. Listen to Mason and Ireland, weekdays noon to 3 on ESPN LA.
Exactly right. Time for Icebreakers on Mason and Ireland. Icebreakers made possible by Blue Ice Vodka, your fit-friendly vodka with no sugar added, 64 calories an ounce, and keto-friendly. Let's do it. Icebreakers, presented by Blue Ice Vodka on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, producer Emily.
As we discussed last segment, John has a 71-point lead over Mason.
71-point lead.
But
it's not enough.
I call for mercy.
And for the double weeks, I tried to get a little bit more difficult people, so keep that in mind.
Okay.
For 20 points, I was born in 1916 in San Diego, and I died in 2003. At age 10, I went to Catholic military school, but I went back to San Diego for high school.
Okay.
Brian.
Okay, go ahead.
Ted Williams.
That is incorrect.
Oh,
that's what I was thinking,
That's a very good guess. Very good guess. The
thinking,
San Diego
too.
tie.
For 18 points, I went to college with ambitions. Was Ted Williams born in 1916?
Yeah,
around
1916, somewhere.
Okay, for 18 points, I went to college with ambitions of becoming a doctor, and I often struggled to pay the $26 per year for tuition. And I rode crew for University of California, Berkeley.
Okay. All right. From San Diego, went to Berkeley.
For 16 points. I was Warner Brothers' first choice, original choice, to play Grandpa Joe in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, that 2005 version with Johnny Depp. I was offered the role and seriously considered this, but I passed away before they could give me an answer. In 1999, I was named by the American Film Institute as one of the greatest male stars of all time, ranking at number 12.
Okay, I'll take a shot.
Are you sure? Okay, go ahead.
Walter Matthau.
That is incorrect, so it's up to John or me.
All right, keep going.
For 14 points. In 1987 interview, I admitted to having an affair with Ingrid Bergman while filming Spellbound.
Oh, no.
See, Mason?
Damn, I went one too early.
Okay.
I don't know who this is yet.
For 12 points.
Okay.
I was the president of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences from 1967 to 1970. I made the decision to postpone the 1968 Oscar ceremony after Martin Luther King Jr.'s assassination. And while I was the president, I lobbied for the Academy to include animated features for Best Picture nomination.
Okay, I still don't know.
For 10 points. Mason, you could have cleaned up here.
Yeah, I could have.
For 10 points, I won the Academy Award for Best Actor in 1962, and I have been nominated 4 other times.
62.
For 8 points.
All right.
I arguably played the most famous movie lawyer of all time. The man who portrayed the character I defended gave the eulogy at my funeral.
You got to get this. It's like right there for you.
For 6 points. I have the same first name as someone in our office.
Yes, true.
I have no
idea. You have no
who
idea
this
on this
is.
one, huh?
No.
All right. For 4 points, John, I played Atticus Finch in the film To Kill a Mockingbird.
There you go.
I have also starred in movies such as Roman Holiday, Spellbound, and Cape Fear.
You got this. No?
My initials for 2 points are GP.
I don't know.
Oh, my God.
Emily went to a 2 point.
Gregory Peck.
Gregory Peck.
Gregory
Yeah,
Peck.
don't know.
Okay.
You didn't know who played Atticus?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Never saw it. I saw the Aaron Sorkin play with Jeff Daniels, but I've never seen the movie.
Yeah, by the way, I knew he was president of the Academy because I'm reading that book that you sent me for Christmas, the Oscars book. I'm now in 1979, I think.
Yes,
I'm
so you're
working my
past,
way.
You're past the Peck era.
Yeah, the Peck era is over.
Anyway, Emily wins that for 2
I'm
points.
not sure. I'm trying to think of a clue that would have given it to me.
I think the Atticus Finch is the most clear
That's
one I
the
could
most
give.
obvious one is Atticus Finch. Do you know who played Boo Radley?
No.
Robert Duvall.
In that movie.
That was his first big role.
You should watch To Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh, yeah,
It's an incredible movie.
It's a great. I like Harper Lee's later work.
Well, she did do Ghost at a Watchman,
Isn't
which
that so
is the
weird?
prequel
But
to that.
Is it not so weird that she wrote that book and then really didn't write again?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's I would say one of the great American novels.
Oh, me too. Me too.
And John, who brought us the segment?
Blue Ice Vodka. Made in Idaho, America's largest potato vodka, double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce. Made from Idaho potatoes, clean, smooth, no additives. Blue Ice Vodka, premium taste, nothing extra. By the way, Tom Gibson, the guy who runs Blue Ice, is a big Rams fan.
Yeah.
Not happy
with the pick.
He was with you guys.
Yeah.
We could either be all totally wrong or be completely right. That's the beauty of the NFL draft. You
I'm
never know.
rooting for right.
I hope so, too.
I'm rooting for us being right on this. By the way, you know what eases the pain of a rough Lakers loss to the Rockets? It's Lakers Talk Daily with DeAndre Hawkins. Make sure to join producer D every weekday morning at 11 a.m. on the ESPN LA YouTube channel, your place to get in-depth breakdowns of what the Lakers are doing well, what they need to work on to finish off the Rockets. That's 11 a.m. ESPN LA YouTube channel, your home of Lakers basketball, ESPN LA. So obviously we're all watching the Lakers yesterday, but the Dodgers also did play. And Justin Robleski threw another absolute gem for them. And, John.
My fake trade is not looking as a slam dunk as it was before. The fake trade I came up with, and this is completely me making up a fake trade. It's a fake trade.
Yes.
The Dodgers are not considering this, nor are the Tigers. But I asked Mace, if the Tigers called and said, give us Justin Robleski, Dalton Rushing, and a couple of picks, and we'll send you Tarek Skubal, you said, done.
Done.
But the better Robleski pitches, the harder it is to make that trade.
Robleski now has allowed just 5 earned runs in 30 innings with a .150 ERA and a .97 whip. Now, in my head, John, I was thinking, all right, so when Blake Snell comes back, obviously, Robleski will move to the long relief role. Now there's no possible way that he moves to long relief. Not the way he's pitching. I mean, honestly, if he continues...
they'd have to go back on their word to Sasaki.
That's exactly what they would have to do. They would have to go back on their word.
Which I don't think they'll do.
He's getting a little better. He didn't have a terrible start this weekend. He actually got his second career win. You're not sold? You were unsold on Roki Sasaki?
Well, let's put it this way. Game to save the season tonight, and you have 2 options.
Yes.
Justin Robleski or Roki Sasaki.
Robo.
Yeah.
Easy. That's an easy
right.
one.
So, yeah.
But I think that...
well, let me ask you this. So, in the playoffs, when the playoffs start, you only need 4 starters.
Correct. One of them will not be Roki.
Right. Why not try and find another role for him? I think the 4 starters probably in order: Yamamoto, Ohtani, Glasnow,
Snell. And then you got Wrobleski, Sheehan, both pitching really well.
Yeah, Roki's way
down the line. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do. I just think at this point, Wrobleski, the one thing he does that is he just fills up the zone. Man, he just throws strikes.
And he pitches to contact, which I think is really smart.
I never
understand walking guys.
Yep.
I think it's interesting, though, the pitching to contact thing, but will that work in the postseason when the hitters are better? Like, if you're putting it up there for these guys to hit it, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing in the postseason, right?
Well, it depends where you're putting it and picking your spots, but
can be. I mean, he pitched last year in the postseason. I'm trying to remember how successful he was.
He pitched in Game 7. Nearly caused a fight.
Game 7, exactly.
But I just feel like when the hitters are better, pitching to contact isn't the best thing. I mean, you guys know more than I do about baseball.
Yeah, well, here's it's better to pitch to contact like Wrobleski than it is to try to nibble like Roki Sasaki.
And Roki walks a lot of guys, and Wrobleski doesn't.
And isn't that better in relief to have somebody like Wrobleski rather than Roki Sasaki? Because when you're in relief, you have less leeway. You have less wiggle room.
Right.
And I think somebody like Wrobleski honestly might be better in long relief because his command seemingly right now is better.
Yeah, I mean, in long relief in a piggyback situation, he'd be fine. But at this point, if I was Wrobleski, I'd be kind of ticked because I'm pitching so well. I got a shot. I mean, this is super preemptive, right? The Dodgers could wind up with 3 pitchers on the All-Star team. I think Yamamoto, I think Ohtani, obviously, and I think Wrobleski.
I think that,
by the way,
Glasnow's
been a horse for him.
Right. I think Wrobleski may get caught in a numbers game.
Well, unless he
do they still have the rule
like
that
this.
you have to have a representative from each team?
I don't know that that's a rule anymore.
I don't know. It was.
I thought it was.
It was for years. I don't know if it is or not anymore.
It was for a
either.
long time because I remember when I was a little kid, I was all excited when Mike Hargrove made the All-Star
team. Your Texas Ranger fandom?
Or Buddy Bell made the All-Star team. Toby Hara, all those guys.
And yes, it is still a rule. Every MLB team is represented at the All-Star game.
Even Miami.
Yes.
Even
Colorado.
Even Colorado, exactly.
Yeah, who are you taking off Colorado?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for you. And this could be a double graffiti today as the Lakers now have a 3-1 series advantage. Game 5 is Wednesday. Can they close it out? What did you think of what did you think of Friday night? That finish was insane. Dodgers, what do you do with Roki when Blake Snell comes back? By the way, Blake Snell is pitching, I think, tomorrow night for Ontario. The Tower Buzzers, so he's making a second rehab start, getting closer to coming back. How do you juggle this rotation? What about the closer situation? Obviously, Vesia, Trinan, and Tanner Scott combined to blow that game on Friday night. And, of course, the Rams taking Ty Simpson. What do you think of the Rams draft? Are you excited as a Raiders fan about Fernando Mendoza and their draft? 877-710-ESPN. 877-710-ESPN. We're going to get your calls in here. Next, Mason and Ireland, 710-ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
So Jason Stewart, he would always give very bizarre gift cards as holiday gifts.
Okay.
And they would have really weird amounts to very weird places.
Okay.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
He gave me a 7-Eleven gift card one Christmas for $71.11. Okay?
Oh, that's a lot of 7-Eleven right there, man.
I think I still have like $40 left on it. He gave it to me 25 years ago.
So much stuff for $70.
You know how hard it is to spend $70 at 7-Eleven? You could eat for a month.
Give me all the I could, man. Every day, cookies, pizzas, taquitos, Slurpees, Big Goats, everything.
I like he's got the menu memorized. Like you would think he was reading that off his laptop. He's just going by his last order.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on the Hyundai Tucson. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Offers end April 30th. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
purple and gold playoff energy.
After the Houston Rockets kept their season alive in Game 4.
Rockets get their first win of the series.
The series shifts back to L.A., where the Lake Show have a chance to finish the job. The purple and gold return home with one thing in mind, closing out the Rockets at Crypto.com. Lakers-Rockets Game 5 from downtown L.A. Pre-game starts Wednesday at 5:30 p.m.
The Lakers postseason push happens right here on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Hey guys, if you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that could last for weeks. Getting sick right before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and a pharmacy can be really stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Packs to treat wide ranges of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick, at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. You just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook, or you call the telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your bed sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes, and it's shipped to your door. Save $45 with our promo code 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710. Promo code is 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710.
The home of USC football, and now the home of The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
And it is 1 o'clock in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland. And you know it's time for Sports Graffiti on Mason and Ireland. This is where you call in and talk to the fellas.
877-710-ESPN.
That's right, that number is back. It's not a mistake. Big voice guy, do it one more time.
877-710-ESPN.
You get to talk to Mason and Ireland during Sports Graffiti, and we know everybody loves Mason and Ireland.
Rick Vega, I'm the reigning champ of the Mason and Ireland Poker Invitational.
Gregory Mendez, Port Hueneme, California.
Why do you love Mason and Ireland?
Why I love them? Because they're there every day for me. They're consistently giving out some funny takes, being goofy, and to be honest, we need it in a time like this, so I love it.
Let's do it. Sports Graffiti time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It is Sports Graffiti time. Let's jump to the phones. One line open, 877-710-ESPN. Let's start with, Joe in Newport Beach. Joe, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, man?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Good, man.
Good, Joe.
Okay, so I got a bone to pick with Emily. Last week after Game 1, she said the Lakers were lucky to win. And one of the stats that she pointed to was the Rockets out offensive rebound on the Lakers, 21-3. But that stat is nuanced because if you think about it, the Lakers shot 61% from the field, and I looked at the numbers. They only missed 26 shots in the entire game. So there were fewer offensive rebounds available. On the other side, the Rockets shot 38%. Mm-hmm. They missed 53 shots. So 21-3, basically that's not as important a stat as points. The Lakers made baskets, they made points, and so I just didn't like the unlucky thing. The other thing I wanted to talk about was, Mason brought it up. Is Sengun ever going to get called for throwing elbows?
That's all he does.
Bulldozes his way to the basket.
Yeah, it's weird. He's
just a big kind of clod going. I mean, his footwork is amazing, but he's just like, it's an offensive foul every time he goes to the rack.
Right, and then last night they called him for an over-the-back foul. He jumped over Ayton's back, and then he complained about it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't get it.
I will say the Lakers in Game 1 were sloppy with their turnovers, and I think it's more the turnovers than the offensive rebounds. And I think also they were shooting so well that that's almost lucky. Like,
all right,
the way in which they were shooting so well.
To your point, they've had 43 turnovers in the last 2 games.
Yeah, ridiculous.
They got to clean that up.
Right, and LeBron's got 8+ in 2 consecutive games for the first time in his playoff career.
Yeah, he's always got the ball.
Right.
That's affecting it, too.
Let's go to Raphael in South Pasadena. Raphael, you're on Sports Graffiti. What are you doing, man?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, guys, 3 things here. Number 1, the pick with the Rams and choosing Ty Simpson. Mm-hmm. Do you guys think that the Rams could have waited to later rounds to pick a quarterback, in that round and maybe gone with either Makai Lemon or what's his name? Sadiq
from Oregon, yeah.
From Oregon. That's number one. And maybe it's just two things. Number two,
okay.
I know this sounds crazy. I know people are going to be, what the heck is this guy talking about? But what would you guys think if the Rams would have traded Nacua to get additional picks in either the first or second round and take care of everything? What are your thoughts on both of those?
Thanks,
to answer your first question, yeah, I think your argument makes sense. Take your quarterback later.
Although, if that's their guy, that's their guy. This is what I wonder about. Like, if McVay's signature is on this, if he was part of this.
And I don't think it is.
See, I think it was.
I also think that the Cardinals probably would have taken it in the second round if he was available. Right. They ended up taking Carson Beck, right? And so I think that they probably would have taken him, and so they wouldn't have got him at 6.
They wouldn't have got him, exactly. He would have gone before they had a chance. And, I mean, if you don't feel like Garrett Nussmeier or Carson Beck are the guy, then you better take Ty Simpson at 13.
And to your second point about trading Puka, Puka's trade value has never been lower because you don't know where he is mentally. I think if you're going to trade Puka, trade him after he has another monster season and keeps his nose clean, and then you can really get a full haul for him. Right now, I think you'd be buying him at a discount.
By the way,
or trading him at a discount.
I think they're better with Puka. I wouldn't trade him for a bundle. I would keep Puka, man.
If he can stay on the field.
Yeah, as long as he does. And so far he has. There's some weird stuff out there about him, but hopefully he went to this behavioral thing, rehab thing, and he's all better now. Is that a good diagnosis? He's all better now. Let's go to Cameron in Lake Forest. Hey, Cameron, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, man?
How you guys doing?
Great.
So I'm going to talk about Michael the movie.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was really good. They did leave some stuff out, but there will be a sequel. So I wonder if all that stuff's going to be in the next movie.
It won't, because his family is who has the rights to his name, image, and likeness
and music
has to approve it. And his family's never going to let you go there.
I will also say, if the second movie is just that stuff, no one wants to see that.
No, it's not. This thing did $200 million. That's not going to do a big number at all.
People want to see Michael because they want to see the music that they love and obviously that. But, like, if the second movie is just the stuff that is not in this movie, no one's going to that.
Yeah. Let's go to Ken in the OC. By the way, line open 877-710-ESPN. Let's go to Ken in the OC. Ken, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, man?
Hi, guys. Well, I got yelled at on Laker Talk after the game.
Who yelled at you?
Now, well, you can figure that one out. Okay. So, look, I wasn't that upset about them losing. It was, game of the year for Houston. They don't want to embarrass themselves. But here's the thing that bothered me. The reason we don't have our two-star players is because they were put in a game in the fourth quarter that they had no chance of winning, and they both re-injured or made their injury worse. Here we were, down by 25 points.
And by the way, Ken, I think it was the third quarter.
Yeah.
Which would make your point even worse.
Yeah. Last night was a blowout. You're saying, why is LeBron out there in the fourth quarter, right?
100%. Plus the fact he was playing the worst game of his career. What if he injured himself? Then you'd have three guys out there that never should have been in the game. And I'm scratching my head and saying, who's running this team? Is it JJ or is it LeBron?
No, it's not. It's JJ.
It's JJ, yeah. It's JJ.
But again, I think Michael shares your opinion. Michael says they leave the stars in way too long.
That game was over.
Yeah.
That game was, I think it was 25 points going into the fourth quarter. Why is LeBron out there even for 3-4 minutes?
By the way, I'm a fan of Ken's. He's a regular listener, contributes all the time. Ken, tell Mace last week what you tweeted about.
I'm sorry.
He doesn't like Ohtani.
What?
He's completely off of Ohtani.
What?
Wants him moved down in the lineup. Doesn't think he can hit anymore. I was like, I was so blown away by his tweet that I wrote back to him. I go, "You're right, Ken. They should cut him. I wonder if any other team would pick him up."
Pick him up, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I was.
He did.
So Ken, call back tomorrow.
He was in a slump. That's he had a home run yesterday. That's the longest
three hits yesterday.
Longest streak he's ever had as a Dodger without a home run. 59 at bats. So yeah, he's been scuffling. Let's go to Sam in Anaheim. Sam, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey man, what are you doing?
Hey, going on? Good. Everything's good, guys. Question: crystal ball. If you guys had a guess, who retires first, LeBron or Stafford?
Oh, that's an interesting question. I personally think Stafford's got a couple of years left, and it's going to be very close. I would say...
that's a great question, Sam.
My guess would be LeBron retires before Stafford. What do you think, John?
Football's such a harder sport.
It is.
I think they're both going to play 2 more years.
I do too.
Sam, I think it's a coin flip.
It's kind of a tie, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to our friend Perry in Bakersfield, who, John, is not the guy who has attacked LeBron, as you think.
Oh,
it's somebody different from Bakersfield.
Is his name Perry?
It's somebody from Bakersfield.
Okay.
Perry was actually came out to our show the other day. Perry, you are not the guy who said we don't
I'm not even going to waste my time on that because I, too, did not like the caller. It was the worst caller in the world.
Okay.
It was not me, John.
Yes.
Okay. Definitely was not me. But I do want to go on the Ty Simpson. Just like everyone else, I was baffled by the pick, but then I immediately went to YouTube and started watching him. And I know you can't get everything from there, but his feet, the way he escapes is so good. And when he's on. He's so accurate more than other quarterbacks. But where I got really excited about him was watching with John Gruden. I watched over the weekend.
Oh.
This guy is a football junkie. If you get to watch him, so smart how he's able to absorb everything, smile. He never, ever during failure will leave. He stands tall. He is a 5-star out of high school, and he had every opportunity to leave when they didn't put him as a starter each year, and he stuck with it. Tennessee wanted him bad. They were able to pay him like $7 million. That's where he initially was going to go, and he's from. He stuck with it. So for me, if all of a sudden we win the Super Bowl and our quarterback says, hey, I want to go out this way like Andrew Whitworth went, I say with this, hey, we have a quarterback that is 100% legit if he gets the opportunity. I'm excited about him.
All right, there you go. There's one guy excited.
Yeah, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Is it concerning in any way?
Yeah.
That for the last 20 years, most of the Alabama quarterbacks have been busts. Like when the one who wasn't was Jalen
Hurts, yeah.
And he actually got run out of Alabama.
Yep.
Remember when Nick Saban put Tua in front of him? But Tua looks like he's now going to a backup role. You got A.J. McCarron. You've got
Bryce Young looked pretty good last year.
Bryce Young's getting a little better. Bryce won the Heisman. I'm a Bryce fan, but is it concerning at all that the Alabama quarterbacks normally don't turn into great pros?
I don't necessarily believe in that as a concept.
Yeah,
I think it's based on the individual and not based on the program.
Right.
If he's got it, he's got it. The one,
and maybe the whole thing of like you look better on Alabama because the team is constructed so well.
Sure.
Your team is perfect. You have the best players around. But I think now Alabama has come back to earth a little bit with that. Doesn't have every single best player.
Does it worry you that he backed up Jalen Milroe for 2 years, and Jalen Milroe hasn't made it?
Here's the thing. I am very. My concern is he only played 15 games.
Yeah.
That's my concern. In an era where Bo Nix played 55, he played 15.
His comparable peers of the same amount of games they've played are people like Mitchell Trubisky, Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
Like those guys like that and Dwayne Haskins didn't really pan out. I also want to say that there's an article that Jeremy Fowler wrote that we quoted earlier.
Yep.
And in it, they said that Snead and his scouts value what they call a central nervous system in a quarterback, and that's what they believe that they have in Ty Simpson. Like what Perry was saying, is that a guy, high IQ guy.
All right. High IQ. That's what they say about me. High IQ guy.
Every line is jammed. Let's do a double. Let's do a double sports graffiti.
Double up. We will get more of your calls coming in here next day after the Lakers lose one. They're still up 3-1 in the series with Game 5 coming Wednesday. Dodgers had a good weekend, won 2 out of 3. Rams take Ty Simpson at 13. They go tight end in the second round, Max Clare from Ohio State. All that is on the table. I'm putting topics on the table.
Why not?
Can
Lee
you believe
Hamilton.
I'm putting topics on the table?
I will say
somebody just gave up, so there's a line open. 877-710-3776.
And somebody has an idea for icebreakers that I think could be
Okay, we will do that coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
You never know what you're going to get when you wake up with Sedano and Kap.
I love Andy Pies. He's been fantastic. Bergie will know this. Cappy has no idea what this is. In F-WAR this year.
In what?
In Major League Baseball thus far.
F-WAR?
It's just their...
I'm a little bit old school when it comes to baseball stats. So when you say F-WAR, that's what I always say. I'm like, F-WAR, I don't need that. I'm like, I got RBIs and
WAR is
batting
one of the
average.
better stats
F
out there.
WAR.
It's the morning show with Sedano and Kap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Not sure what to do this week? The answer is always Cosm. Here's your Cosm calendar for the week of April 27th. The NBA and NHL playoffs are here and have taken over the Dome. Experience every second on a massive 87-foot wraparound LED display where you're not just watching the action, you're in it. Every slam dunk, every smash against the boards, and every heart-pounding moment of playoff NBA and NHL intensity is even more intense in the Cosm Dome. Cosm also has incredible food options to make the Cosm experience even better, like pepperoni pizza with hot honey, burrata with strawberries, barbacoa tacos, and the Cosm Beast Burger. Pair that with ice-cold beer and handcrafted cocktails for the ultimate Cosm experience. Kick back on the Cosm deck with a breathtaking 360-degree view. Or make it a date or family day and enjoy that same immersive dome experience enjoying Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, or The Matrix, or the stunning Mr. A by Cirque du Soleil. To see what your next weekend could look like, visit Cosm.com right now for the full lineup of events. That's Cosm.com. And that's your Cosm calendar for this week. That's your Cosm calendar.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Look, Mother's Day's coming up, and trust me, don't wait until the last minute on this one. Just recently, I took my wife to Burke Williams Day Spa, and honestly, it was exactly what we needed. She loved it. I loved it. It was one of those, why don't we do this more often moments? And right now, Burke Williams has special offers on Mother's Day spa packages across their 9 Southern California locations. Massages, facials, full-on spa days. Visit BurkeWilliams.com and take care of Mom. Burke Williams, ESPN LA's official recovery partner.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? Safe Step walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-731-4558 and save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. Safe Step walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as 1 day. Just dial 1-800-731-4558 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-731-4558 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
Mason and Ireland on LA's mega sports station.
Oh my, am I really on Mason and Ireland show?
Yes.
This is a great moment. Hey.
Right now, more of Mason and Ireland on 710.
All right, rolling on with Sports Graffiti. By the way, Michelob Ultra Reaction Monday, reacting to the Lakers' tough loss in Game 4 of the series versus the Rockets. Reaction Monday brought to you by Michelob Ultra, a superior taste worth playing for, the official beer sponsor of the Los Angeles Lakers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Leo in Hawthorne, you're up next on Sports Graffiti. Leo, what do you got?
Hey, how y'all doing today?
Good, man.
I think I would like to take the burden off Laura there, and I would like to give you guys an icebreakers one day.
Okay. Yo, you mean you want to do icebreakers for us?
Yes.
Okay.
We could probably do
believe
that.
I have 1 or 2 people that I don't think anybody will get, but I would like to improve because I really enjoy that segment of the show.
Okay. Hang on. I'm going to put you on hold. He's on line 7. Get his info. And
I will say, Leo, the secret to icebreakers is you want somebody that everybody will get. Like, I thought today that you guys would get Gregory Peck.
Yeah.
But you don't want to get someone too niche.
obscure.
Yeah.
Here is Jim in Yorba Linda. Hey, Jim, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Oh, I got to take this call, man. Yeah. Hey, guys. Hey, I'm just calling about last week when you were doing the Jack Nicholson movies.
Yeah.
I think you missed a great one.
Okay.
In the bucket list. And it also has a great quote. 3 things you remember when you get older. Never pass a bathroom, never waste a hard on, and never trust a fart.
I think
that is actually great advice.
That is
Jim.
great advice.
That's the movie he did with Morgan Freeman.
Right? Oh, that's very funny.
Yeah,
I agree with all those things.
All those things are very true.
They do happen.
Here's Bob in Venice. Hey, Bob, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Hey, fellas, love you. A few times I've called, and
Mace, every time I do, I have to thank you for the introduction to ATU.
You work out at Tighter U. You work out at the gym I work out at.
Yeah. I every time I see you, I want to thank you, but I don't want to interrupt you when you're working out.
Yeah,
but
I hear you, man.
So you know, I've been going for like a year and a half.
Good
now.
for you, man. Good for you.
Yeah, and major accomplishments on it. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I've called in before, and John, I talked about the collective effervescence when the Dodgers won the World Series. I'm a Chicago fan, true blue, and I was taken at that point when the Dodgers won the World Series, where I was. And last night was the second time it's happened to me, and I'm getting choked up thinking about it and talking about it.
Okay.
I'm a huge hockey fan. My gal and I have season tickets, and last night saying goodbye to Kopi was an amazing moment.
You know what, Bob?
The stadium.
I thought they completely nailed that. I know this. I know this series was a disaster. I know they got swept.
Yeah.
The way they recognized, and like even at the end in the press conference when he had his kids up at the podium, he's just such a stand-up guy. He's going to go down as maybe the greatest LA King ever.
Yep.
And now he's going to move back to Slovenia and live his life. And we had him on about a month ago. I don't know if you heard it, but I said, "Aren't you going to miss LA?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm going to miss everything, but my family, that's where we're from, and that's where all of our families are."
Yeah, right.
So you can't even begrudge him that. He's going down as if not the greatest king ever, at worst top 3.
Oh yeah, no question.
And you're right, Bob. I'm glad you called to point it out. They recognized him. The other team recognized him. It was really cool. I thought it was great. Thanks for the call.
Thanks, Bob.
Here is Chris in Palos Verdes. Hey, Chris, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I love you guys. Thank you for taking my call. I just wanted to mention quickly about the officiating yesterday. I find it very backwards that they're going to throw out Due Thoreau and throw out Deandre Ayton. But when it comes to Nikola Jokic at the end of the game, I mean, you're frustrated because you lost. Like if I were that other player on the T-Wolves or whatever they're playing, I would have dunked that down. You know.
I'm not.
You would have. Wait a minute. So you're saying you would have dunked instead of laying it in at the end?
Right, because it's like, you know, I mean, had I known Nikola Jokic would have that reaction, I would have definitely dunked it down and then said, yeah, come at me, you know, but because all I did was lay it up, you know?
Yeah, laid it up.
Chris, I could not be more with you on this.
Just dunk?
I hate unwritten rules.
Yeah.
Hate them. I think they're stupid.
It's funny. I've got a book of unwritten rules. Do you want me to loan it to you?
Yes,
It's got all the unwritten rules in it.
I mean, you missed this.
And then I'm going to burn it.
You missed this last week, John, but there was the whole Dalton Rushing thing because there was the Jung-Hoo Lee. Sorry?
F him.
Well, yeah. So Jung-Hoo Lee came in, and Dalton Rushing said F him. Jung-Hoo Lee was maybe injured.
Shook up
and
a little.
then the next game, I believe Logan Webb threw a ball at the ribs of Dalton Rushing.
Yep.
And Dalton Rushing got a base and then slid into
Willie Adames.
So what do you think of that? Is that a justified, let's let everybody work on the field, no one was ejected kind of thing?
Yeah, I would. You guys know this about me. I wouldn't eject anybody ever.
But you also are against throwing at somebody.
But it happens.
I think a purpose pitch happens. The one yesterday was
I could be
interesting.
against it all I want. It's not going away.
Miguel Amaya stole second base for the Cubs yesterday, and on video, it certainly looks like Rushing called him a fat F word.
See, that's the stuff I like.
He's chippy.
He's spicy in a way in which that other teams probably don't love.
He's not been hit for the first time.
I think it's interesting that Dalton Rushing has had like one great month, and he's had a lot of these stories coming out.
Yeah. He's a salty dude.
Here is David in Riverside. Hey, David, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Hey, good afternoon, gentlemen. Huge Rams fan here,
cool.
And had a group text with a couple buddies that are Raiders fans, and just messing around with them when the Raiders were on the clock. I said, hey, the Raiders are going to take Ty Simpson here. And later come to find out, I get the egg on my face when Ty Simpson comes to the Rams, and they start giving it back to me. And hopefully I can wipe off that egg off my face here in a couple years when Ty Simpson starts for the Rams. Maybe. We'll see.
Are you happy about the pick, David?
I guess we'll find out. I mean, I'll just say with Makai Lemon there, I rather had him just because for the wide receiver depth for the Rams after Devontae and Puka, it really does fall off after that. I don't think Jordan Whittington's their number 3 guy. And then with C.J. Daniels as the wide receiver they decided to draft, Makai Lemon versus C.J. Daniels, give me Makai Lemon all day. And so, but I will say after that, in free agency, Rams really did address their needs with the secondary, with Trent McDuffie and Jalen Watson. I think a lot of that got addressed because that was the issue. But with Lemons there, I rather had him.
All right. Thanks, man.
Thanks, man. Yeah, by the way, this will be an interesting test because all season long we're going to watch Makai Lemon with the Eagles. And if he has an impact season, we are going to say, damn.
And they're probably going to trade A.J. Brown after June 1st.
Which will make him more of a featured guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Here's Jim in South L.A. Hey, Jim, you're on Sports Graffiti.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
Hey, this thing with Denver and Jokic, he got so upset because he did that layup, but Denver was fouling with only 13 or 10 seconds left, and they were far enough behind where they couldn't catch up. And so if they can foul, how come he can't put a shot up? It was ridiculous.
No, it was ridiculous that Jokic got into McDaniel's face, too. I mean, if you don't want him to score, stop him.
Yeah.
It's like football teams that complain that, they're losing 70-0 and the other team is throwing. If you don't like it, stop them. All right? That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, there is no rule that says Jaden McDaniels can't shoot the ball.
Well, there is one. It's just not written down.
Right. Jamal Murray took a 3 10 seconds before that.
Yes.
So Jamal Murray can take a 3, but Jaden McDaniels can't lay it in.
Yeah, it is weird.
Yeah.
It is
weird.
Jokic
came off really
bad. I mean,
bad.
he's obviously frustrated as hell. They're about to be eliminated from the postseason.
Oh, are they? Did you hear both Anthony
I heard
Edwards?
Anthony Edwards is out.
And Dante DiVincenzo.
3-1 is really tough to overcome. 3-1 is really tough. Thank God. Thank God 3-1 is tough to overcome.
Yeah, I think Denver could come back with Minnesota not having 2 of their best players, but the Lakers don't have 2 of their best players either.
Exactly.
And like I told you guys, I might be the only one, but I don't think this Lakers series is over.
Over in 5, John.
I just don't.
This is Lakers in 5 time.
I think you have to kill them before you can declare victory, and they haven't done that yet. We'll squeeze one more in here.
One more.
Jacob in San Diego. Hey, Jacob, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, guys. Just really fast, just 2 points really quick. We need Jake LaRavia off the team. And fun fact, did you guys know that Luke Kennard was an all-state quarterback?
Yeah, now, I did know that Luke Kennard was an all-state quarterback, and somebody told me he threw the football right-handed.
He throws the football right-handed, and he shoots left-handed. He says he uses his right hand for everything except shooting, which is the weirdest thing to me.
I've never heard of anybody doing that.
Jake LaRavia is our Iron Man.
He's played in every game.
He is a grinder. I mean, he is always
and it's
active.
not energy.
And it's not like he's playing 40 minutes a game. I think he's perfect.
Yeah, I think
and he's also there to maybe take up a couple fouls and then get out of there.
Exactly.
You're not asked. The game does not ride on Jake LaRavia, but I will say, and you can ask Parker about this. I've been the LaRavia hive all season. I like Jake LaRavia.
He's big enough to have a hive, huh?
Yes, in the hive of one.
The
there are
hive
dozens
of one.
us.
Hey, so have any of the 3 of you started Running Point yet?
I'm on the last episode.
Are
actually.
you really?
Yeah.
I
it's
did not
pretty
get
good. They go by quick too. They're like 30 minutes, but it is really
John?
good. Yes.
How's John's performance?
Oh, John's great in it.
Is he?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Is this Emmy worthy?
I should win an Emmy.
To me,
if
yes.
I do say so myself.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Are you going to campaign?
A daytime Emmy?
No. I want
a real Emmy.
I already have 3.
Yeah, you've got Emmys
local
already.
Emmys that
but
happen
local
the day
Emmys
before?
aren't the same.
I always wanted to get an Emmy. I'm all about the awards, John. I'm in this thing for
I've
the
heard
awards.
that about you.
You're Hall of Famers.
Well, sure.
Yeah, but that comes with a small plaque.
Just a little plaque.
Maybe it's something you can put on the hood of his car.
Coming up next, I've got a Bob Miller Award on the hood of my car. Did someone steal Jokic's underwear? Do you know that story?
No, but I would guess that this is not true.
Okay.
But let's see.
All right, we will find out. And could this be the end of the Nuggets? Could their championship window be closing? We'll do that coming up next. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN. I am telling you, I drove by an accident this weekend. It's like 3 cars on the 10, and I was like, I almost want to stop and say, call Jake. Because, you know what, in that moment, John, right after the accident, that's when you call.
You could have just rolled down your window and yelled, 800-345-6789. Matter of fact, if you can count from 3 to 9, you can remember Jacob's phone number.
Yep.
800-345-6789. And Jacob helps people after pretty much anything. Dog bites, animal attacks, car accidents, scooter accidents, Uber accidents.
Motorcycle, commercial
If
vehicle.
you feel like you've been in an accident and it's not your fault, you got to call Jacob. Mace, what is that number?
800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers for your afternoon drive.
Wait a minute. You can't call me Baby Whale.
I've been calling you Baby Whale for 2 days on this radio.
I will not answer to Baby Whale from you.
You don't answer to me most of the time.
Only certain people can call me Baby Whale.
Why?
You're not, because that's like a family nickname. Like, we played together. I won't answer.
What if I call you Sexy Whale?
I really won't answer you.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN.
In the playoffs, performance isn't just expected, it's engineered. At Lexus Santa Monica, we play at that same championship level. Whether it's the precision of the RX or the pure power of the LC, every vehicle is a masterpiece of performance. Visit our historic showroom, a Santa Monica landmark, and experience a lineup that's as legendary as the game itself. See Matt Unger and the team to elevate your drive. Lexus Santa Monica. In Santa Monica, on Santa Monica. Experience amazing.
Mother's Day is coming, and you gotta show love to the mothers in your life. You know you gotta take care of mom. Plus, my wife just became a first-time mom. So yeah, Mother's Day matters, and you gotta get it right. That's why I'm sending flowers from the Books Company. Right now, get 25% off with code CANTY. Books flowers are cut fresh, so you get bigger, brighter blooms that last way longer. And it's easy. Pick the bouquet, the delivery date, and you're done. Mother's Day is May 10th, so don't wait. Go to Books.com, use code CANTY to get 25% off. That's BOUQS.com.
You know the rush when you reach that goal, when something you've worked for pays off. That's success. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we believe you should never stop chasing it. That's why we offer a skills-based education that helps move your career forward. Learn how to apply emerging technologies like AI and data science. Build your leadership and critical thinking skills. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start May 13th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by SCHEV.
Mason and Ireland.
You know what they say? Nobody loses like
sneaky
Steve
bastard.
Mason.
Unbelievable.
Oh, it pays to be a loser, people.
On LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN.
If you're a loser, it pays.
Back to the guys.
John, what do you think of when you hear this song?
The Hills.
The Hills. Exactly right. To me, that was the first kind of reality show. Was the Hills kind of came before everything, right? All the Housewives, all that stuff.
I can't remember. What came first, Em? Housewives or Hills?
I'm
think
trying to
Hills
look it
came
up.
first.
The Hills wasn't. No, the Housewives I think was first, and also Survivor was before this. Like there was reality TV.
Oh yeah.
This is 2006 is when the Hills came out. I would say the Hills predates like the Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Yeah, the Hills was great, and now somebody from the Hills is going to be the mayor. Apparently, amazing.
Maybe
he's polling okay, but I think that is an ABK. Anybody but Karen.
Oh, there you go.
I think we could run a zoo animal and would get more votes than Karen Bass.
Back to Natasha Bedingfield. I think when I think of her, I think of Easy A, and that one scene where she goes, I got a pocket full of sunshine.
Yep.
You guys don't like the Easy A?
I love Easy A. I thought it was
really
good.
That one scene where she has like a card and then she's doing it all weekend. It's great.
Right. All right. So,
well, you know what this makes? Maybe I'm mixing up songs, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. Wasn't this Glenn Powell's Serenity song in Anyone But You?
I think so, yeah. And do they sing it at the end, like in a blooper reel kind of fashion? Yeah.
It's a great song.
Natasha Bedingfield, where's she at?
Yeah, where is she?
One-hit wonder?
One-hit wonder, maybe.
No, 2-hit wonders because they got Pocket Full of Sunshine.
Oh, Pocket Full of Sunshine.
And
that's
another
right.
great pop song.
There you go. Hey, so somebody, according to Jason Quick from The Athletic, the other day after the Nuggets lost Game 4 to Minnesota. He said this: "Someone stole my underwear." He announced this.
Okay.
He was alarmed. He was panicked. He was irritated. He looks up and down, left to right, bewildered. "You've got to be kidding me," he says, in disbelief. He eventually found his underwear draped over the closet rod in his locker. Do you think somebody set him up by hiding his underwear?
I think one of his teammates pranked him.
Yeah.
And when they saw that he actually got mad about it, they miraculously made the underwear appear. I don't think anyone ever stole his underwear. I think one of his teammates pranked him.
Yeah.
Or he misplaced his underwear.
Or I forgot. I put him on that rack.
Has anybody ever done that to you, locker room style, just like hidden something from you? Because at UVA, they do this thing where they streak the lawn.
Okay.
Which everyone gets naked and then goes around the lawn.
Go streaking!
Exactly.
Hey, everybody, come on.
And people will steal clothes a lot and then hide it somewhere else, so you have to look naked everywhere. So has that ever happened to you guys where you've
it hasn't happened to me,
Has not happened
we
to me.
used to have both Jay Johnstone and Jerry Royce on the show.
They did some stuff.
And Johnstone told us a story once, the late, great Jay Johnstone. Jay told us a story that one time they played a prank on Tommy Lasorda. It was a pretty funny one, and Lasorda was so mad at him that he ran pants, underwear, shirts, everything up the flagpole at Vero Beach.
Right.
And so basically Johnstone and Royce had to go back on the bus in towels.
Yep.
Because Tommy took all their clothes, but I've never done it. I've never participated in a steal your clothes prank.
There are some crazy stories about how those guys pranked Tommy.
Well, the best one was okay, so Tommy loved to eat, obviously.
Yes.
And so one day, the Dodgers, a bunch of guys showed up late to the bus.
Yep.
And Lasorda got up and said, "Look, this stops now. The bus is leaving at 9 a.m. If you're not on the bus by 8:55, we might leave without you."
Yep.
But the bus rolls right at 9. So the next day, after Lasorda yelled at these guys and lectured them, Johnstone and Royce went into his room in Vero Beach, unscrewed the receiver on his phone, took out the speaking
thing
microphone,
you talked through, yep.
Put it back together,
yep.
Put the phone in, and so the next morning at 8:45, they knew Tommy's routine. He would go and have breakfast, and then he would go back to his room, and then he would get on the bus. So he goes and has breakfast. They watch him go back to his room. They tie a rope onto a tree to his front door.
Yes.
And so he can't open the door.
Yes.
And he picks up the phone and he says, "Good morning, Vero Beach. Hi, this is Tommy Lasorda. Hello, Vero Beach. Hi, this is Tommy Lasorda. Anyone there, Vero Beach? This is Tommy Lasorda." Blah, blah. My door won't open. And they wait until 9:01.
Oh.
And then they untie the rope.
Yep.
And everyone's on the bus waiting for Lasorda, and he just gets in there steaming. And Royce and Johnson yell from the back of the bus, "Guess the rules don't apply to you, huh, Skip?"
Right.
Yeah, and that's one of the ways Lasorda got him back.
The other one was funny was Jay Johnstone and Jerry Royce. Tommy would do a post-game scrum.
This is my favorite prank of all time.
Post-game scrum. And Jay Johnstone and Jerry Royce take a stick.
Well, first of all, you should explain what a mic flag is.
Okay, so a mic flag is like the little thing you see around the microphone that says what station
Channel
you are. 2,
Channel 4, Channel 7. You guys, Emily and Brian, have you ever heard this story?
I don't think so.
Okay. So they took a sex toy and they put a little mic flag on it, and it said KPEN.
No, PNS.
Oh, PNS.
Yeah.
And so when Tommy was doing his scrum,
there'd be like 10 microphones in front of him.
And one of these.
And one phallus. With a thing that said PNS around it.
Yeah.
And they would like moving it up and down. And Lasorda's chin. And Lasorda didn't know what to do, so he just kept talking. And finally, Steve Brenner, who was the PR guy, bolted into the room and read those guys the riot act.
So funny.
So back to Jokic with this, though. So if his teammates wanted to pull a prank on him, maybe the wrong night to do so after Game 4, after he almost caused
especially
a brawl.
after the end of the game situation.
Well, what's interesting is I've never seen, you always say you're either ascending or descending.
Yes.
Could this be the beginning of Jokic descending? Because Rudy Gobert, he's played 50 games against Rudy Gobert.
Yep.
And Gobert has never locked him up like he is in this series.
Yes.
He can't make shots. Is Jokic declining before our eyes?
It's interesting because Bill Simmons on his podcast with Zach Lowe was talking about the Nuggets.
No, there's just a real discussion to be had about Oklahoma and San Antonio are who they are. And did Denver just flat out miss its chance at a second ring? Is the window closed for them? Because Murray and Jokic are getting older. Gordon, I think you just have to assume that he's just not going to be healthy for 6 straight weeks in the playoffs ever again. I mean, the evidence suggests it. And the rest of their team is just not performing up to the level it needs to perform. And things happen fast in the NBA. You mentioned 21, Murray hurt, 22, Murray hurt, 23, they win the title, 24, they'll always regret blowing that lead in Game 7 at home against Minnesota, because I think that had been favorites over Dallas in the next round and favorites over Boston in the finals, perhaps. Although that would have been a good matchup, obviously. There are 3 rings sitting there. Their chance was eliminated by injuries. 1, I think they would have had a real good shot at it, and they didn't get out of Game 7. And now it's like, is this it? Like, are we done? And if we do think we're done, what the hell are we supposed to do?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the window is closed. I mean, he led the league in total rebounds, led
Here's
the
why
league
the
in
window
assists.
might be closed.
Okay.
Going back to the ascending, descending.
Yep.
Oklahoma City and San Antonio are both ascending.
Young and ascending, yeah.
Especially San Antonio.
Yep.
So why would we pick Denver to beat either one of them? And the Lakers, depending on how they tweak in the offseason, might come back with Luka, LeBron, Austin, and a new supporting cast.
Yes.
So they're a factor, too.
Yeah, no question.
But
do you think the window's closing on them?
I do.
Yeah, I do, too.
I don't know if it's totally closed.
I mean, I think Jokic is still going to do all of his stuff.
By the way, next time we have Kevin Demoff on, we have to ask him this. He was in the Rams draft room on Thursday night, the same time that the Nuggets were playing the Wolves. I wonder how he decides which games to go to.
Good question. Maybe he knew they were drafting the quarterback of the future and wanted to be there for that. Hey, don't miss tonight's Lakers Talk with Andy Kamenetsky, 6 p.m. here on ESPN LA. Andy's reacting to Game 4's tough loss to the Rockets, getting you ready for how LeBron and company are going to rebound Wednesday night for Game 5. That is tonight at 6 here on 710 a.m. in the all-new ESPN LA app. Your home for Lakers basketball, ESPN LA. Did you see the first ever Heisman finalist that didn't get drafted is Diego Pavia?
Well, first since 2014.
Oh, first since 2014.
Yes,
Sorry about that.
He's
first,
short.
He is.
That's his issue.
And he's got an attitude.
Right. No agent, by the way. Represents himself.
Held up that sign after the Heisman Trophy. F the voters.
Yeah.
Now, there's one floating around this week. He did not say F the draft or anything.
Yeah, he didn't do that this weekend.
There was some AI.
But I think even more than those two things, that he's short, attitude problems, no agent, he also was successful at Vanderbilt because the offense was around his skill set.
Yes.
It was a lot of him thinking on his feet.
And you don't think an NBA team or an NFL team will do that?
Not for a guy of his caliber.
Clearly not.
I think it's not, if you're difficult to deal with and it doesn't already fit into their meld, it's not going to work. But he did get an opportunity at Ravens minicamp.
Yep, undrafted free agent going to the Ravens. Diego Pavia, who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy, finished second in the voting this year.
There aren't too many short quarterbacks who've had success. Drew Brees, Doug Flutie.
Yeah, there are a few.
I mean, by the way, you guys, everybody knows Doug Flutie began his career in the USFL.
Yes.
And then, transitioned to the NFL. Do you guys know who drafted him originally in the NFL?
Who?
None of you know?
No.
Rams.
Oh, really?
Yeah, then he elected to go to the USFL. But the Rams had his pick coming out of Boston College when he won the Heisman.
You know who's also short? Ty Simpson.
Ty Simpson. Well, he's 6'2".
If you're saying you're 6'1", you're 6 foot.
6'2".
Also, back to Diego Pavia, I want to say, could he be a WWE star? Could he be?
Maybe he could be a heel.
Because I think that this is the beginnings of a heel turn out of Diego. Maybe Michael could talk about that because I know he loves.
Yeah, Michael's coming in Wednesday. Michael and Pepe are coming in Wednesday.
Yeah.
So I think we should ask
Michael's
him.
had an eventful weekend.
Yes, he has.
The one thing he told me, I know people are probably curious whether or not we're going to talk about this.
Yeah, are we? I don't know.
I can just tell you this.
Okay.
I had dinner with Michael, big group, on Saturday night when all this stuff.
That's the day it all blew up.
Yeah, when all this stuff broke.
By the way, Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson not dating anymore.
Yeah, they broke up. And Michael said something that I think makes a lot of sense. He said, I understand that people break up and that you have issues. But what's with the public war of it? Doesn't make either one of them look good.
No, I think it looks.
They should just both call each other and say, "Hey, it didn't work out. Let's both stand down.
Yeah,
it's making them both look bad.
Do it like Gwyneth and Chris Martin and unconsciously
uncouple.
Yeah, unconsciously uncoupled.
No, they consciously uncoupled.
Right.
Because unconsciously uncoupling does not.
Unconscious uncoupling is what they did.
No, they consciously uncoupled.
Uncoupled, yes.
That's what I would do. If I was Clay and Megan, I would issue a joint statement. We have consciously uncoupled, and that's all we have to say about
Okay,
this.
as a fan of gossip.
Yeah. Okay.
I like that it was out there.
A club John's in.
Yeah,
he loves the gossip.
I read all
that stuff, too.
I watched all of Clay's videos. I watched all of Megan's videos.
I even went back and watched them.
I love having it out in the open because I'm not in the relationship. I'm not the person involved. I like knowing the dirty laundry because it's interesting to me as somebody who likes gossip.
I don't think I would ever. I certainly would try not to put dirty laundry. I wouldn't take shots at anybody after we broke up.
Yeah, because it doesn't make either one of you look good.
No, everybody looks bad in that scenario.
I liked that she put it out there.
Okay. There is team.
Well, I'm obviously
Megan
team Clay.
D. I am team Clay. I'm team
because
Michael.
I like gossip.
I agree with Michael. It doesn't make a ton of sense.
No, not at all. All right, coming up next on Sunday, yesterday, John, somebody did an athletic feat that has never been done before and is pretty mind-blowing. That's coming up next. Mason,
another Mace plant?
It's not that.
Okay.
Something really, really interesting coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
You never know what you're going to get when you wake up with Sedano and Kap.
Because I'm not you doofus.
Hey, listen.
Doofus,
better
that's
than
a new
jerk
one.
face.
Doofus is a new one.
Write it down, Cappy. Write it down. Better than a jerk face.
I feel like that's softer.
Yeah, it was much nicer.
Yeah, you give him the soft ones. I get the hard ones.
No, you do get.
You deserve it.
Yeah.
I like it hard sometimes.
Anyway, yes, I know.
It's the morning show with Sedano and Kap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Looking for a vodka with standards? Blue Ice delivers. American-made from Idaho potatoes, gluten-free, non-GMO, and only 64 calories an ounce. Enjoy the classic Huckleberry with lemonade or award-winning double espresso. Blue Ice vodka, premium taste, nothing extra.
Hey, it's Chris Morales. When it comes to cancer, early detection saves lives. Our friends at Providence remind you that many cancers start with no symptoms, but catching them early can lead to more treatment options and better outcomes. Providence brings together the best minds in cancer care, keeping you in the game with trusted, compassionate support. Take control of your health. Learn more at providence.org/cancer. Providence.org/cancer. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California.
Vista Paint is California's original paint company and has been serving pros and homeowners since 1956. Our paints are formulated for lasting performance, beautiful finishes, and made to withstand the weather. Vista Paint, locally made, expertly crafted, always reliable.
Evan Cohen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app, share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required, not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
Progressive knows there's no one more important to your team than your pet. They're like your top draft pick.
And it looks like Chuck has selected Pepper the Corgi. Bold pick there, Deborah.
Yeah, Red Pepper has a high ceiling for sure, but he does have a tendency to bark at every tree.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the table, but also takes a lot off of it, especially when it's been left near the edge.
Nothing left to do now but suit him up for the dog park.
Protect your top draft pick from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy terms.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
I mean, what I'm thinking is, don't you know who I am? You're not responding to me?
I'm Steve Mason.
Exactly.
Mason and Ireland.
What? It's an outrage.
It is an outrage.
Back to the guys.
What's up, people? It is Monday, day after the Lakers lose one in Houston. They're still up in the series 3-1.
Can I hijack the show for 1 minute?
Hijack away.
Okay. I texted you this, but I want to share it with the audience. Mm-hmm. I think the hour you did on Mason Plus with Brian Cranston is one of the best hours of podcasting I have ever heard.
Thank you, man.
I actually emailed Brian. I texted you and I emailed Brian. And you guys have a natural chemistry. It was like it was me. I mean, it was like he's obviously so comfortable with you that he'll talk about anything.
Yeah.
Even stuff that I think you wouldn't have asked him, he brought up.
Oh, yeah, no, he brought up.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much in that show.
Good.
Thank you,
I
man.
mean, is that still the current one?
That is the current one. Mason Plus, you can get it on the ESPN LA YouTube channel or on Apple and Spotify, and this one's doing really, really well.
Well, and, he emailed me back, and he said that he's having so much fun on the new season of The Studio. And you guys talk about this in the pod. He says that we would both be shocked at how great it is working with Madonna. He says that Madonna's a big part of this next season of The Studio. I thought your conversation about Catherine O'Hara was fantastic.
Yeah.
I just really loved it.
Oh, thank you, man.
I know.
When does the new season of The Studio come out? Do you know?
No, I know they just shot in Italy,
they're
but
in the course of filming it still?
Yeah, still in the course of filming.
Did you guys hear Madonna made a surprise appearance at the Abbey?
At the Abbey?
The Abbey holds like 50 people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
it must have been a circus there.
Yeah, that's
apparently,
awesome.
Addison Rae was given the mic, and she was drunk and was not giving it back to Madonna. And I was like, Addison, give it back to Madonna. That's Madonna here. But
yeah.
By the way, I was going to mention tomorrow, brand new episode of Mason Plus. Every episode comes out on Tuesday. It is with Kenya Barris, who directed the Jerry West documentary, and John C. McGinley, who is just one of the all-time great guys.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
If I go to, I now subscribe to Mason Plus. So my assumption is, even if you drop a new episode tomorrow, I can still go back and listen to
Correct.
Cranston,
You can
right?
still go back and listen
as
to
long
Cranston.
as you subscribe.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Every bit. I'm not just saying this. You guys know I would love to bag on Mason and make fun of him and call him an idiot. This podcast with Cranston, you guys got to listen to. It's so Mason. It's really good.
Oh, thanks.
And
man.
so check that out.
That is very nice.
All right.
Thank
So
you,
I
man.
hijacked. Where were you going to go?
So, ladies and gentlemen, something happened yesterday that I cannot believe happened. John, have you ever been a runner?
Very briefly.
Okay. Listen to what happened at the London Marathon this weekend.
We might be going sub 2 here on the streets of London. It's never happened in an official race. He's done it! 1:59.30. Martine, honestly, this is one of the greatest human achievements we've ever had in sport. It's just happened here, live on the news channel on the streets of London. Sebastian Solway from Kenya is in the record books, not just here today, forever. Phenomenal.
Oh, wait a minute. No one has ever run a marathon sub 2 hours?
No.
How did I not know that? Did you guys know that?
I didn't until I found this out today.
Isn't that basically a sprint? If you run a 2-hour marathon, I don't know how
those Kenyan dudes. I went to when I was at UCLA. Meb Keflezighi, who's gone on to be kind of a famous marathoner, but he ran at UCLA. When I would go watch him run, like when he would run like the 800 even, he'd basically be sprinting.
Yeah.
And he was so in such great shape. And like I would have had trouble, even if I knew I was only running one lap against him, I would have had trouble staying. And I could stop after one lap. Yep. I don't think I could stay with him.
I ran cross country in high school. I hated every minute of it.
Well, did you ever see a runner smile? They never smile. Those guys are all miserable.
Yeah, they really are. It's so weird. One time at one race, I just blew everybody away.
It was your day.
I was a dead last runner, back of the pack runner.
You just decided to be the rabbit, and you didn't get tired.
Just one day, I had a great day.
So, you were on top.
Exactly.
I think it's also incredible how, obviously the marathon's been run since ancient times.
Yep.
That he is the fastest person ever to run the marathon. Also, one more thing about the London Marathon that I thought was incredible. So there's this runner. His name is Jordan Adams.
Mm-hmm.
And if you were watching the London Marathon, I don't think anybody was, but he ran the entire marathon with a mini fridge on his back.
A mini fridge?
And he was doing it because he was running to spread awareness and raise money for dementia, because his mother has been diagnosed with dementia, and he has a gene that will give him dementia.
Huh.
And so he has raised nearly 550,000 pounds for dementia research, and he's now going to run a marathon every day for 33 days.
No way.
Because he's living his life, because he knows that he has a gene that he will develop dementia, and also at an early age.
So why the mini fridge?
Because people can ask him about it. Why are you running with mini fridge? Because I'm running for dementia, and also it's like
can't be easy.
you're carrying this weight on you for your entire life, knowing that eventually you're going to develop dementia. Yeah. And I think it's incredible what he's doing. His name is Jordan Adams, and if you are somebody who's affected by it, it's a great person to donate to because he's running for the next 33 days, a marathon every day.
Very cool. So Jason Benetti, you know Jason Benetti,
Love
right?
him.
He is so
I think
good.
he's as good of an announcer that's working today.
So he was doing a rain delay, apparently an hour and 50-minute rain delay. And I wanted to play this because it is so uncanny. Listen to this impression.
I may or may not have convinced Gordon Beckham that I was the sports
Gordon
center.
Beckham is a former White Sox.
Did I say that? We were doing a White Sox game, and it was like 20 minutes before air. It was in 2021. We were in a studio because of COVID. I was like, White Sox baseball brought to you by Bet365. And he was like, whoa, really? And like the producer helped. Andrew actually might have been there for that day. Blaustein, our director, he might have helped too. He was. Andrew just said I was. They were like egging him on, like, Gordon, no, it's actually him. Like, he just does it over his computer. And he was like, do more. And I was like, College Game Day. Brought to you by the Home Depot.
Boy, it does sound good.
And he was like, dude, that's you.
Is that not great? College Game Day. Can you
So-
do it?
No, not like him.
College Game Day.
Up next, Sports Center.
Sports
oh, no.
Center.
Can't do
Sports
it.
Center. Yeah, no,
Brought
can't
to you
do it.
by
So
Home Depot.
Benetti, in another lifetime, he was the White Sox announcer.
Yes,
I think
yes.
he was also the Tigers, and now he's working. I think he's
doing
lead
the
announcer
NBC
at
games.
NBC.
Yeah.
So he used to do a thing, either when he was working for the White Sox or the Tigers, where the social media team would go into
Still, by the way, a Tigers announcer.
Okay. So we used to do this with Michelle Tafoya when she came on with us all the time when she was the sideline reporter for Sunday Night Football. We would tell her, we'd give her a word, and we'd say, if you can work this word into one of your sideline reports, we'll donate. She was a big animal lover.
Yep.
We'll donate $100 to your favorite
ASPCA,
charity. And then
yeah.
after a while, she changed it to what's that thing?
Tunnels for Towers.
Yeah.
Tunnels for Towers. Yeah.
So, and Michelle, she would always say, whenever we give her the word, she'd go, I got no shot.
Yeah.
And then she'd get
Then
it in.
she would find a way, and it was the weirdest stuff,
Right.
too.
So Benetti, the social media team for the Tigers, would go into the locker room, and they'd go to every player, and they'd say, give me a word that you dare Benetti to say during the game. And it just can't be a curse word.
Right.
And they would all say, lasagna. Or like, they
Yeah,
give them a word,
right.
merry-go-round.
Yeah.
Or they give them a word, they'd say, infectious disease. and every single time Benetti would nail it.
Yeah.
He would figure out a way to, like he'd doing a game. He's going, God, my foot is asleep. I've got some type of infectious disease in my foot.
Whatever it takes.
And the players would just go, no way.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah. And so Benetti, if you never heard him, he's fantastic.
He's
Boy,
great.
they are so set up at NBC.
They really are. They
with
do
Benetti
such a great
and
job.
Noah Eagle.
Yep.
I think both those guys, Benetti might be over 30, but Noah, I think, is still
Benetti's 42.
Oh, is he?
Yep.
And then I think Noah's like 28
That's
or 29.
incredible.
And those
Yeah,
guys,
he's
they're
29.
Yeah, they're set up for the next 10 years.
Yeah, amazing. And NBC's production is terrific, I think.
Yeah.
I think they hit the ground running. All right, coming up next for you, going to do some fast track. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Purple and gold playoff energy.
After the Houston Rockets kept their season alive in Game 4.
Rockets get their first win of the series.
The series shifts back to L.A., where the Lake Show have a chance to finish the job. The Purple and Gold return home with one thing in mind, closing out the Rockets at Crypto.com. Lakers-Rockets Game 5 from downtown L.A. Pre-game starts Wednesday at 5:30 p.m.
The Lakers postseason push happens right here on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
It's NBA and NHL playoff season, and there is no better place to catch the action than Cosm. Hey, it's Mace here, and you got to get into the Cosm Dome and experience every slam dunk, every goal on Cosm's massive, immersive display, and it's so real, you'll feel like you're courtside or right on the glass. Or head to the hall and catch every game on their wall-to-wall LED screens. Great food, amazing drinks, cocktails. Cosm has got it all. No better place to experience the playoffs than Cosm. For game listings and tickets, visit Cosm.com. I'll see you at Cosm.
Hey guys, if you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that could last for weeks. Getting sick right before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and a pharmacy can be really stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Packs to treat wide ranges of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick, at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. You just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook, or you call the telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your bed sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes, and it's shipped to your door. Save $45 with our promo code 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710. Promo code is 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNLAcontests.com.
That's ESPNLAcontests.com.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland.
It is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
Down low is 350 cube, 3 1/4 horsepower, 4-speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand rubbed lacquer with a blue plane manifold, full race cams.
Fast Track on Mason and Ireland.
Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mace.
Zoom, man.
All right. So yesterday, the Anaheim Ducks beat the Oilers in overtime, but it was a controversial overtime goal for some. So if you guys see this clip, and I don't know if they're playing on the YouTube or not, but it is the Oiler goalie puts his skate over the puck, and the puck, you can't see whether the puck fully crossed the line. It was called a goal in real time.
That won the game, right? It was the game-winning goal.
But it had a lengthy review. It's almost like the Will Smith toe tap in Game 7 of the World Series. So the call on the ice was a goal. They reviewed it. They kept it a goal, and Anaheim wins.
Yep.
Would you have done the same thing if you were the official?
Well, we just watched the video.
100%. I don't know why this is controversial. That puck is definitely all the way over the line, which in hockey it has to be. You have to completely get it over that red line. And there's, even though you can't see it.
The skate blocks it.
Mates, there's no doubt in my mind that puck was completely over the red line. I would have done exactly what the refs did.
I would have done, the call on the ice was goal, so I don't think it can be reversed.
You
ultimately,
can't see
and
it.
it's I think it's over.
But there's no definitive proof because that skate is over where the red line is. So there's no definitive proof that it did fully cross the line. But if it's called on the ice, that's what they want.
Yeah, I mean, if there's no definitive proof, you can't really overturn the call. The skate is sort of hiding it a little bit, but if you judge the size of the puck, I think it's over the line. I think it is a goal.
If you're the Oilers, that is a tough way to lose a game, but doesn't happen to a better team, right?
By the way, we're, as Mason and I often say, we're really not hockey fans. We're Kings fans. If we didn't want the Oilers because they've knocked us out 4 years in a row, maybe we should have wanted the Oilers.
Yeah.
Because the Avalanche boat raced the Kings, and now the Ducks are up 3-1 on Edmonton.
Yep. All right, top athletes, big moments one night. The OC Sports Awards, June 18 at Angels Stadium, hosted by the Travis Rogers. Celebrate your greatness and be part of Orange County's premier sports night. Get your tickets now at theocsportsawards.org. Vroom, vroom.
Fast
PC.
Track. I know Le'Veon Bell's not the name that comes at the top of the men very much these days.
Yep.
Past weekend, he was on a podcast, and everything he said pretty much went very viral. Scorched earth on his time with the New York Jets.
Yep.
Even claiming that his ex-coach, Adam Gase, was he'd seen him snorting cocaine in his office multiple times before practices. You believe that this is, something that does happen more often than we, the average fan really thinks about? Or is this kind of, can't really take what he said, they didn't get along, he's kind of just throwing it away?
He always had that intense look, those eyes.
I don't think there's any way Le'Veon Bell says this unless he knows it's true, because if he made it up, he could get the crap suit out of him.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
I mean,
that's true. This You make a great point.
I haven't seen any reaction from Adam Gase.
No,
but
not
this
yet.
obviously would torpedo the rest of his career if this turned out to be true.
Well, I think his time with the Jets torpedoed the rest of his career.
Probably.
That is true. By the way, I don't know, and obviously cocaine is legal and all that stuff.
Wait. Since when?
Illegal.
Illegal.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
I said
good.
illegal, not legal.
Yeah.
No. Make that clear. It is still illegal.
Yes, I'm like, what?
But
Wait,
it's like
did I
not.
not get a memo?
But on top of everything, it's not safe, right? It's not
Right, 'cause
safe
all the
anymore.
fentanyl, yeah.
Exactly. So the blow thing is scary. But you're right, John. If it's not true, I would imagine this is a big lawsuit, and so far there's no response.
I will
from
say,
Gase.
Brian, he is your passing game coach. So
I forgot about that.
For the Chargers. So, maybe
They're going to move fast.
they're going to be really inventive.
Like shot out of a cannon.
They're going to be high energy all the
Him
time.
and Daniel together. I could get in some trouble. I don't know.
I mean, they do like the smelling salts and stuff. I know that's not the same thing as cocaine.
Have you ever smelled an actual NFL smelling salt?
No. I have not.
You guys, next time you're at Rams practice, ask one of the trainers to do it for you. It is, I can't believe that it is the most foul smelling.
Is it?
But I mean, in a way that will wake you up.
Yeah.
Like, it is so pungent that you can't, like.
Really?
If I was out cold and they put me those smelling salts and I didn't wake up, I knew I'd have to go to the hospital. It is so strong.
Because now the teams can't provide it, but the players can bring it themselves. Isn't that the rule that happened last year?
You got to bring, it's BYO.
Yeah, BYOS. Bring your own salt.
Bring your own salt. It's available on Amazon.
Yeah.
I could use one before every show.
All right.
If you did it, you would be.
Is it bad for you?
It would be. I don't know, but it would
could
wake
sell
you
it on
up.
Amazon.
I'll tell you what.
I did have a former talent at my old job that would do that before every one of his shows.
Oh, really? Smelling salts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe I'll try.
I liked him. He's
Maybe
great.
I'll try one. You want to do one?
Sure.
Yeah. Let's order some and we'll all do one before show.
I haven't done one since college, but it was brutal.
Yeah. So, John, last night we saw the Lakers. I mean, I guess the most important word for Wednesday night in Game 5 is to avoid two words: turnover. They cannot turn the ball over as they did.
It's a huge problem.
Yeah, I mean, the ball security last night and even Friday in Game 3, the ball security is just not there. They pulled that game out of the fire on Friday night in extraordinary, amazing fashion,
right.
Stuff you don't see. But they did turn the ball over a lot. LeBron turned the ball over a lot. Did it again last night. Although I'll be honest, I thought last night I knew early on the Lakers were not going to win.
I agree with you.
I mean, it just looked like all of a sudden Houston woke up and was playing with real urgency. You know, the player I love on that team is Amen Thompson.
He's going to be really good.
Man, he's good.
So you want to hear an amazing stat?
Yeah.
This will tell you. Now, this was before last night. Okay. But Amen Thompson plays 90% of the game. Okay. They don't.
Yeah.
They really don't take him out very much. So before last night, he had played 134 of the 149 minutes in the series.
Wow.
Okay.
Yep.
When he's on the court in those 134 minutes, Houston is winning those minutes by 7 points. The 15 minutes, now keep in mind, he sat 15 minutes in 3 games.
So they're +7 with him.
Yeah. In the 15 minutes he's out, minus 27.
Oh, man.
And he's only out 10% of the time. I would just tell him, look, you're young. You're 22 years old. You're playing the whole game.
Go.
Yeah, getting a little bit of foul trouble last night, but he's been their most important player.
Yeah.
He's been really good.
And it seems as though there's a real chance that Austin Reeves will play on Wednesday night. He came close to playing last night and ultimately decided not quite ready. And I would imagine that up 3-0, there was less urgency for the Lakers to get him out there. But there's going to be urgency on Wednesday. And KD, if everything I'm reading sounds like KD's not going to play, that the injury he has, the ankle injury, is such that if it happened during the regular season, he would miss weeks, not days. So it sounds like Durant won't be there. Nothing confirmed.
Well, last night they didn't need him.
But they didn't need him last night, exactly. Now, you still have a level of, fear is not the right word.
Concern?
Concern about this series, even though they're up 3-1.
Yeah, here's what I would have to say. If people like Michael are going to come on here, Michael will be on Wednesday.
Yep.
Him and Pepe will be in here on Wednesday.
Done deal, we won.
Michael will tell you that the series is over. I am here to tell you that he's wrong. If Houston wins on Wednesday night, I could very easily see this thing going 7. And I'm fully aware that no team has ever blown a 3-0 lead. But no team in the history, how about this for a stat?
Yep.
Okay. No team missing their 2 leading scorers, missing 2 20-point scorers, had ever won a playoff game until the Lakers won in Game 1, Game 2, and Game 3.
Right.
So 3 times in NBA history has a team won without 2 20-point scorers in their lineup, and all 3 were the Lakers in this series.
Right.
So Houston, I can understand why they've been favored in all 4 games so far.
So let me ask you this. If the Lakers do close out on Wednesday night, and by the way, I think they're going to, will Michael Thompson not have been right by calling the series over?
Of course. He would be right.
So he might have it.
And I would be wrong.
I think they're going to close out Wednesday night.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think that it's not over yet. And the good news is that JJ agrees with me.
Oh, yeah.
So,
and LeBron last night after the game is like, well, I'm not satisfied till this thing's over.
I mean, there's no way players would say it's over because they have more games to play. It is not, in fact, over.
Well, you heard what Amen Thompson said right before Game 4?
Don't let us win one?
Yep. They better not let us get 1.
Yeah.
Because if we get 1, we're coming for 4.
Yeah.
But again, he has to say that. He has to have hope that his team wins. He can't be down in the dumps.
Yeah, it's hard to have a 4-game winning streak
in the playoffs.
Yeah. It's very, very difficult, which is why it hasn't happened.
I think the reason why they're in this position is because of what Marcus Smart did on Friday.
No
I think
question.
Marcus Smart is by far the X factor of this Lakers postseason so far. I know LeBron is had the big flashy, he hit that 3, but I think without Marcus Smart not giving up on that game, I think that they would have lost.
Yeah, I mean,
Marcus Smart's been incredible.
Then you look at overtime, he scored 8 points in overtime. I mean, he was, aside from LeBron, he's the best player in the
series.
In the series,
for sure.
Yeah. He's been just great.
I think yesterday was a lot of just their shots weren't going in. It just didn't feel like it was that was happening last night.
Well, think about it this way. No one, not even me, picked the Lakers to win in 4.
Yeah.
Nobody picked a sweep. I said Lakers in 6.
I had Lakers in 5.
You had Rockets in 3.
I had Rockets in 5.
You had Rockets in 3.
I had Rockets in 5.
But
I've never
you know
been
what?
so happy to be wrong.
We should probably, if the Lakers win, we should probably get Mark Spears on the show.
Mark J.
They asked 12 ESPN experts who would win Lakers Rockets, and 11 of them took Houston.
He's got Lakers in 6, by the way.
Mark was the one guy who took the Lakers.
We should.
So let's see. Well, first we got to win it.
Yes.
But if we win it, let's get them on.
Yeah, no doubt. By the way, Dodgers over the weekend, great series against the Cubs. They kind of pulled out of the slump that they're in. But the one thing I'll say is, and we saw it Friday night, again, no Edwin Diaz, and Alex Vesia gave up runs. Then Blake Trinan gave up a run. Then Tanner Scott gave up a 2-run homer. That was our 7th, 8th, and 9th innings after a 4-0 lead. So the bullpen is once again going to be a huge issue. I said Tanner Scott, comeback player of the year. He did not look like comeback player of the year on Friday night. And they kind of blew a great Emmett Sheehan start, who was excellent on Friday.
Right. And I
who do you want to close, John? There's Trinan. There's Scott. There's Vesia.
I think they should move either Sasaki or Robleski to the bullpen. Now, I don't know if I would have them in a closing role, but I think if you move them to maybe be the setup guy, then you can go with any of those guys you mentioned.
Yeah. Now Robleski, for me, he's not a late inning reliever because he pitches to contact, and you may come in with runners on, and the last thing you want is contact. You love a strikeout right there. I still think Tanner Scott is going to be the guy. I still think he's going to be the guy.
I don't think you're crazy.
No, I mean, I think Dave will go to him again. But yeah, Friday night was not good. And the other good news for the Dodgers is that Shohei Ohtani seemed to shake off a slump over the weekend, had a good Saturday. Yesterday had 3 hits, including a home run. First home run in 59 at-bats. That's his longest dry spell as a Dodger. So he finally started to find it at the plate. Ohtani's struggling when he's swinging and missing, and his helmet's coming off, and he's out of balance and all that stuff. Looks like he's settled in.
Who do they play
well.
tonight?
Miami. The mighty Miami Marlins are in town. Yamamoto on the mound for the Dodgers.
All right, good.
So wrap up this series. Why don't you sweep the Marlins? Coming up next for you, more Fast Track. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It is Fast Track on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, driven by Cerritos Auto Square.
All right, it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
More Fast Track next.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers for your afternoon drive.
Only Lakers. I had a neighbor. He only said, I only like Lakers. I don't like NBA, only Lakers. Well, that's my guy.
I like the
Lakers. That's all. I don't like NBA, I only Lakers. That's all he said.
I want to ask the question, but I'm not because I'm just not. And we'll just leave it at that.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN.
The Loan Exchange is proud to introduce the Free Closer, a jumbo 30-year fixed loan up to $3 million. With no closing costs, you could save around $40,000 in fees like points and appraisals that many lenders charge on a $2 million loan. Today's 30-year Free Closer rate is 5.875% rate and APR. That makes refinancing simple. The only question is whether it lowers your payment without increasing your balance. And if rates drop again, you can do it again and save even more. Today's 30-year Free Closer rate is 5.875% rate and APR. If your mortgage rate is over 6%, it's a total no-brainer. Why pay to close a loan when you can exchange it for free at theloanexchange.com? NMLS 1637539. Loan subject to credit approval. See website for licensing information, loan terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. That's theloanexchange.com. Theloanexchange.com to exchange higher payments for lower ones.
Hey everybody, it's Cap. I'm here with Angie from Angelica's Insurance. Every team needs a strong defense, and when it comes to protecting what matters most, they've got you covered.
That's right. From auto and home to renters, business, and life insurance, we built a game plan tailored just for you.
And if life throws a penalty your way, like a DUI, for example,
we got you. We specialize in DUIs, SR22 coverage, getting you back on the road fast and affordably. Visit angelicas-ins.com or call 1-888-717-0773 for your free quote today.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Fast Track.
And it is Fast Track on 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland on the all-new ESPN LA app, 7:10 a.m. and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Fast Track now back in the 2 p.m. hour on Mason and Ireland, driven by Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com. Once again, back to Fast Track and back to Mason and Ireland on 710.
Zoom, man.
So the Boston Red Sox are sitting at 11-17 and 5th in the AL East, and they scored 17 runs against the Orioles. But the very next day, the Red Sox decided to fire Alex Cora, along with hitting coach Peter Fatse, bench coach, and 4 other coaches on their staff. In it, they also had their coaches picked up by a vehicle that is the name of the brand of the vehicle, the name of the company that owns the vehicle is called Coaches for Hire, which I think is funny.
Okay.
And one insider told Rob Bradford from WEEI this about the Red Sox and why about firing Alex Cora. It's like pooping your pants and changing your shirt.
Oh,
that the real issue is the GM and the way in which this team is constructed rather than Alex Cora, who has won you a World Series. What do you think about the Red Sox situation?
So it's like pooping your pants, then changing your shirt. In other words, they fired the wrong guy.
Yeah,
right.
you
They
did the
got rid of
wrong thing.
guy. Yeah. No, I
did you.
get
By
it.
the way, did you see who they gave the interim job to?
It's the AAA manager, right?
Yeah, you know who he is?
No.
Remember Jim Tracy, the old Dodger manager?
Jim Tracy.
This is Chad Tracy, Jim's son,
Wow.
who's 40.
That's
Yeah, he's taking over the Red
Jim
Sox.
Tracy has a 40-year-old son.
Yep.
Hello, old. All right. Let me see here. You know what eases the pain of a rough Lakers loss? It is Lakers Talk Daily with DeAndre Hawkins. Make sure to join producer D every weekday morning at 11 a.m. on the ESPN LA YouTube channel. It's your place to get in-depth breakdowns of what the Lakers are doing well and what they need to work on. That's 11 a.m. ESPN LA YouTube channel, your home of Lakers basketball, ESPN LA. BC.
Fast Track.
I read this interesting poll New York Times put out. They polled people age 18 to 29, and a couple things kind of stood out to me. 62% of the people age 18 to 29 expect their lives to be worse than the previous generation.
That's very negative.
But the one thing that really stuck out is one thing that they would, wish that could have happened, and they all wished, or 62% wish that they would be born in the 80s or 90s so they could grow up without social media.
Interesting.
I thought that was kind of an interesting thing, too. Now it's like a social media taking a heel turn here of the kids using it now wish that they didn't necessarily. What's your take on that?
I don't blame them. I'm surprised they have the foresight to admit it.
I mean, there were so many bullies growing up, right? People would pick on other people. Can you imagine in the social media age, the way kids go at each other, the way people go at each other? It's really, really difficult. I mean, I think generally speaking, do you think what percentage of having social media is good, John?
Occasionally it can be helpful, but I would put it at about 15%.
15%?
85% of it's negative.
Wow. That is a really low. I
was honestly going to say 20.
I was going to say 40.
I was thinking more towards 42, especially if people monetize it. A lot of people have careers out of it now.
Money out of it, all that. There are good things that come along because of it. But
and you can stay in touch with people.
Yeah, you stay. I mean, my mom on Facebook, you can always check in with her. She knows every neighbor she's ever had in her entire life. Do you remember? The questions will come up like, "Do you remember Mrs. Arps?" I'm like, "Mrs. Arps? Yeah, I'm friends with her on Facebook. She lived down the street from us when we were in." It's like. People stay in touch that way.
But we also aren't meant to be as humans as perceived as we are. I just don't think that we are biologically evolved to have this much opinion about us being thrown at us, and I think that's why people get overrid and don't want social media. I also think there's this group of people on TikTok that are doing cell phone free Sundays. They literally lock their cell phones in a lockbox.
Oh, that's a
lockbox.
A lockbox.
And they do just hang out with their friends from dusk till dawn or whatever. And I think that that's great, but also weird that we have to have a whole day around it.
Right. Like Juan said to me this week, because we went to a birthday party on Saturday. And I said, I'm going to bring my computer. I'm going to write Game of Games on the way over.
You're taking your computer to a party?
Yeah, because it was about a 20-minute drive, so I wrote Game of Games during the 20-minute drive. He said, do you ever stop? I constantly, last night, making notes, watching the game, all that stuff. It's funny. The show just keeps going. Now, you are active on Twitter, Em. I'm not particularly active, but you like to mix it up.
I do like to share my opinion on Twitter. I shared my opinion a lot on Thursday. I mean, if you look at my my banner on my Twitter, it's Sean McVay yelling into his play card. And that's how I feel.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on my page so much that you see my banner.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like sharing my thoughts, and I share my thoughts with people who share their thoughts with me.
Why do you think people aren't optimistic? By the way, this is kind of going around. People are not optimistic about life in general. There's like, I saw some poll, like 26% are happy with LA and the rest are unhappy.
Right. Yeah, I saw that too.
This generation doesn't, as Brian pointed out, doesn't view their future in a positive way. Why is that?
I heard Steve Kerr, the basketball coach. I didn't hear. I read an article. He was somebody did I think it was in the New Yorker. It may have been in something else. And he said, think about if you were a 21-year-old kid. You've done everything people told you to do. You've studied. You got into a great college, maybe an Ivy League school.
You got a degree.
You got a degree from an Ivy League school, and you get out. Now what? You can't afford a house because the cost of housing. So you probably don't have a job waiting for you. He said, when I got out of college in the 80s, if you do everything right, you have a future. He goes, that's not true anymore. So I can see why people that age, and you said it was people 18 to 29, right?
18 to 29.
I can see why people that age would be frustrated.
And just look at here in LA, the mergers, the layoffs, everything that's hit this town. This town is a job town. This town is made for the entertainment industry, and the entertainment industry is hurting. A lot of people are out of jobs, and so I understand why people are so pessimistic about life here in LA because people just don't have jobs.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of
they don't have houses either. They're all paying rent.
A lot of my friends are actors, and they're all in the same boat. The town has kind of come to a screeching halt in terms of production. There are a few shows that still get produced here, and still a few movies, but they're going to where the tax credits are. New Mexico and North Carolina and Georgia is another place where they're doing a lot of production. Canada, they're doing a lot of production. It does. I know they've added new tax incentives to get people to shoot here, but it's going to take some time for those to kick in.
Also with mergers and every company forming into 3 other different companies, that is also taking away jobs.
Taking away jobs,
yes.
And
if we have more studios, if we have more people making things, then it gives more jobs for people. But the idea of Warner and Paramount coming together, that's going to take people's jobs away, and obviously people are going to be out of work.
I guess that's Warner Mount. Is that what they're going to call it? Warner Mount?
Paramount Bros.
Paramount Bros. Yeah,
I think those are two terrible names.
I like Warner
They
Mount.
both suck.
Yeah.
You don't like Warner Mount?
I don't.
I like it.
Mount Warner would be better.
Why not just Warner Brothers, a Paramount company?
Yeah, that is so not catchy.
Well, that's what it's probably going to be.
No, do you think it'll be?
Well, that's what it was when HBO or Warner was acquired by AT&T. It's like Warner Brothers, an AT&T company.
By the way, my general view on mergers, bad. Merger's bad. Bad for consumer.
And bad for employees.
Bad for employees,
because a lot of them will lose their gigs. I remember when I started at KCAL. I got a job at KCAL in 1995, and we had 327 people in our newsroom. It was the premier news operation in the country. We were owned by Disney.
Yep.
Then Disney bought ABC.
Yeah.
And so they had to sell KCAL, and they sold it to a smaller company. And we went from 327 to 150 in 1 year.
Wow. Yeah.
And they just made everybody do twice as much work.
Well, I mean, back in the day, you were only allowed to own 1 AM and 1 FM radio station in a market.
I think now you can own 8.
Now you can own a bunch. Like iHeart owns about half the stations in town. It's not good. Every one of those individual stations was its own like little laboratory, creating content. And now you've got one gigantic company creating content through a bunch of different radio stations simultaneously. It's really, really like I got away with stuff because we were a standalone stick.
Right.
You could get away with stuff.
And
now,
half the stuff we said back in the day would get us fired.
Absolutely.
Now.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right. Coming up next, did you see what Ty Simpson said during his press conference on Thursday?
I didn't even hear it.
Absolutely love this. Plus, PCA and Dodgers fans John back and forth this weekend. We'll get to that as well. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano Kap.
One name sounds Mick Cronin. You know, the other guy just sounds pleasant. That's the man.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
I get it, but if I have a chance to play for somebody else who I think is a better coach, I would go play for that guy.
But Mick Cronin versus Dusty May, it sounds mean, right? Like Mick Cronin versus Dusty May. Right? It's like that coach right there, that's Mick Cronin, and he's mean.
And then there's Dusty May. And he's just so little dusty and just in May, the flowers in May, sunshine and spring.
Dusty May
Right?
did
What is that
coach
voice?
FAU.
I don't know. Mick Cronin. You know, and the other guy just sounds pleasant. Dusty May. That's all I'm saying.
It does.
That's why he went.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Kap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
Spring has sprung at Morongo, and you'll make memories you'll never share with your grandchildren. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Canyon Lane's bowling experience. It's not just bowling, it's a 10-pin party.
Number 2.
Hollywood Stones, playing tribute to the Rolling Stones, Thursday, May 7th.
And the number 1 reason.
Gas prices blow, but not at Morongo Travel Center. They're low, usually at least $1 lower than anywhere else.
Morongo, good times.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Look, Mother's Day's coming up, and trust me, don't wait until the last minute on this one. Just recently, I took my wife to Burke Williams Day Spa, and honestly, it was exactly what we needed. She loved it. I loved it. It was one of those, why don't we do this more often moments? And right now, Burke Williams has special offers on Mother's Day spa packages across their 9 Southern California locations. Massages, facials, full-on spa days. Visit BurkeWilliams.com and take care of Mom. Burke Williams, ESPN LA's official recovery partner.
Less than 4 in 10 kids aged 6 through 12 are playing sports regularly. 4 in 10 kids? Let it sink in. Just 4 in 10 kids. ESPN is building a nationwide coalition powered by Disney called Take Back Sports, with the purpose of training more coaches, expanding access, and creating community-driven sports programming that puts kids and fun first. We're working on that story. We hope you'll join us.
Visit takebacksports.org to learn more.
Mother's Day is coming, and you gotta show love to the mothers in your life. You know you gotta take care of Mom. Plus, my wife just became a first-time mom. So yeah, Mother's Day matters, and you gotta get it right. That's why I'm sending flowers from the Books Company. Right now, get 25% off with code CANTY. Books flowers are cut fresh, so you get bigger, brighter blooms that last way longer. And it's easy. Pick the bouquet, the delivery date, and you're done. Mother's Day is May 10th, so don't wait. Go to Books.com, use code CANTY to get 25% off. That's BOUQS.com.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
First show on the radio, and it's all I listen to all day, and every day I can't wait to listen to you guys.
That is so nice. So nice, you man.
Mason and Ireland.
These guys are a whole bunch of fools.
Back to the guys.
You know, at the gym today, I was thinking, Juan now goes to the same gym as me. And he's like all chatty and talky, and he knows all the trainers and all that stuff. I put my earbuds in, and I don't really talk. Am I being kind of a jerk?
Nope. No, you're focused.
I am
I like
focused.
it.
Exactly. I'm not.
Get in, get out, get on with your day.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm keeping those earbuds in. I don't care. Ladies and gentlemen, Ty Simpson is the number 13 pick of the Los Angeles Rams. He is a quarterback from Alabama. I was originally very concerned that Sean McVay wasn't on board with this. I now have come to believe that he is on board. I'd like to believe. I think he's on board. Do you think he's on board, John? Sean McVay on board with Ty Simpson? Come on. Come on. Come on, everybody. Sean's on board.
I think he's going to tell us he's on board. I don't know if I believe it. Emily, do you believe it?
I think he didn't believe it on Thursday. He might have come around to it since then.
Okay.
Because it's to accept his reality.
Ty Simpson, this was Thursday night. I think. Friday night at the carnival. Here's Ty Simpson, and I love this quote.
I guess like a redneck in Los Angeles, California. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm super excited to be here. This is a great place with great people, and I can't wait to get started.
A redneck in Southern California.
Why not?
Here he is.
Hillbillies.
Here he is on Meeting Stafford.
But I can't wait to talk to Matthew. I mean, I'm super ecstatic because I just want to pick his brain about everything, soak up all that knowledge. Like, that dude is, just how he goes about things is, super, super awesome. And, I've been a big fan for a long time.
Now, my first thought was, so Stafford didn't call Ty Simpson.
No, Kelly, his wife, reached out to Simpson.
But why wouldn't Matthew reach out to him? Kelly did.
Doesn't have to.
Yeah, doesn't have to, but
They'll meet each other eventually.
Oh, they will bump into each other in the quarterback room. That is true.
One of those things where he can like raise his rate with the Rams, saying, "If you want me to be a teacher as well, pay me extra money."
That is true. They're working on a deal now, from
Yeah.
my understanding. They're going to figure something out that works for Matthew both in the short term and the longer term.
So if you guys are Matthew Stafford,
yes,
is this deal that they did, or the drafting of Ty Simpson, does it give the Rams more leverage to stronghand Matthew?
No.
Or does it give Matthew more leverage to say, hey, if you don't pay me this, you're going to have to start this guy Ty Simpson?
I think that it doesn't have anything. I think drafting Ty Simpson has nothing to do with Matthew Stafford's contract negotiations. They're either going to come to an agreement or they're not. And I think after winning the MVP, they'd be morons not to.
They're absolutely, from everything I know, going to work something out. And I don't know that the Ty Simpson part of it explains how they're going to handle it.
How can it not? It's a quarterback behind him.
Yeah, but I also heard that they're working on more than just 1 year for Matthew.
Sure, that's what's being said.
That's what's being said, more than just 1 year.
Snead and them can also be saying this stuff to the reporters that are friendly with them to get this out there so that Matthew then hears this. I think Matthew has the right to not talk to Ty. He doesn't have to be a teacher if he doesn't want to be a teacher. He's in his he's competing for a Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
Well, remember, Brett Favre wasn't nice to Aaron Rodgers.
No, but in this case, I think
Aaron Rodgers wasn't great to Jordan Love.
In this case, drafting Ty Simpson, I think, gives Matthew more leverage. I think he's more likely to get 1 year and short term and longer term now because they drafted Ty. That's what I anticipate is going to happen. Dodgers over the weekend took 2 of 3 from the Cubs. Cubs had won 10 in a row. So they were hot, and the Dodgers cooled them off.
So what was the Pete Crow-Armstrong story?
So Pete Crow-Armstrong, you might remember a couple of weeks ago, said something about diehard Dodger fans.
It was actually before the season started.
Oh, was it before the season started? He said Dodger fans are just there to be seen. What I wish people could see through is I'm not getting at diehard Dodger fans. They obviously exist. They're out there. I grew up seeing those people too, and it's a see-me city. It's a Lakers city where people show up, sit courtside, and look good. I view it the same way. So he's saying that the Dodger fans that go to games are concerned with taking selfies and all that kind of stuff, and they're not really there for baseball.
I've told you this before. I went to a game once. I just took Jack.
Yeah.
And another dad and another kid. So there were 4 of us. And I got tickets from Spectrum.
Yeah.
So they were really good seats.
Sure.
Right behind home plate. There were 4 20-something girls sitting in front of me that did nothing but take selfies the entire game.
Yeah.
They couldn't tell you who was playing. They couldn't tell you. So he's not wrong. But the problem is he's painting everybody with a broad brush,
right,
which you can get into trouble doing. Of course we have posers.
Yeah.
Of course. That's why we can't hand out T-shirts at Laker games and expect everyone to wear them.
Right.
But the majority of Dodger fans know what's going on.
Right. Tons of Cubs fans show up because it's Wrigley Field and they want pictures at Wrigley Field.
They want the cup snake.
Exactly. Now, here's what PCA said over the weekend. I wanted to make sure that people on the other side of the field, who I really respect, knew where I was coming from and that it had nothing to do with the people on the field. I wanted to make sure that nobody took it in that way, that I was going at the Dodgers. I was poking fun at Dodger fans, absolutely. Now, I do think, I think any fan base has got the element of people that just want to take pictures and be there and be seen and all that stuff.
Maybe not as many as we do, as Dodger fans do, but that's part of the whole LA experience.
Yeah,
people are here to be seen.
Yeah, you dumbass.
You felt that way for a long time. If I don't post it, it didn't happen.
It's true. It's true. It didn't happen.
That's about everybody's team. If you're closer to the field, it means you have more money, or you got it from somebody else. Either you might not be a true fan, or you're just having it as a gift from a business partner. There's people like that are in on a business trip or something. I think the true fans are always up at the top. They're the people that spend their hard-earned extra money, and just to scrape by enough money to take their family to the games, that have been watching these Dodger games forever. They are maybe farther away from PCA, so maybe he hasn't come in contact with them as much.
Yeah.
But he is a local kid. He went to Harvard Westlake, so he's aware of those. But he also went to Harvard Westlake, which means he's got a little bit of money, which maybe he's interacting with more people that want to be seen.
Exactly.
I'd have to look this up, but I'm pretty sure his dad was a professional athlete.
Pete Crow-Armstrong?
Yeah. And so he's grown up in it. He knows what he's talking about. I'm not all that offended by what he said.
I am not either.
I just think that he's not talking about most Dodger fans.
No.
He's talking about some.
No,
his dad is an actor.
He's an actor. That's what it is.
Okay.
So his dad probably wanted to be seen. So that's probably who is around.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Has his dad been in anything?
Known.
Heroes.
Yeah, Heroes. Is that he's an American Horror Story? Yeah,
Okay.
it says American Horror Story. Yeah, all right. So he's
good
an
for
actor.
him.
Grew up in the business and judgy, very judgy of L.A. I personally think that aside from the dumbasses with the beach balls and the people doing the wave, Dodger Stadium is great. Hate the beach balls. Is there anything more? Brian, you and I have been to a game with there's a beach ball going around.
Yeah.
And I hate it. Because
Vince Scully used to hate him.
You keep thinking it's like around you, and you're like, there are people getting hit in the head, and it's embarrassing, and you knock it away, and it doesn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. It's generally not that fun, but when you do smack it, it's a good time.
Is that really a good time when you smack it?
I don't mind them. Baseball games are long.
Brian, good time when you smack it?
The beach ball, yes.
Yes, there you go. The wave, I've had a huge debate on my podcast about the wave. I just think if you're doing the wave, you're not really paying attention to the game. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, seriously.
But do people
We're here
still
for
do
a
it?
game. Oh, yeah.
Every game.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Every game. Still doing the
But
wave.
a lot of time, it's a little kid leading the wave.
Yay.
They want to have
Yay.
influence.
I just make that noise.
You hate kids. That's what.
No, I don't hate kids. I hate the wave. I'm not a big wave.
So you hate beach balls the kids probably bring,
Hate
and you
beach
hate
balls.
the wave the kids likely lead.
Hate the wave. Exactly right. I hate
Hate
those
playgrounds.
two
Do you hate other
No,
things the
playgrounds
kids
are
love?
fine. I don't have to go there.
What about Dippin' Dots? Do you hate Dippin' Dots?
Dippin' Dots I've never had.
What?
Oh, you're
I've
missing
never
out.
had a
Ice cream
Dippin'
of the
Dot in my
future.
life.
They're fantastic.
What are they? They're like little ice cream
Bonbons. Mini
nuggets, right?
bonbons.
It's ice cream of the future. And it's
Yeah.
been like that since 2005 or whatever.
I have never had Dippin' Dots.
Well,
I
you
got
need
them
that.
at Angel Stadium.
Did you?
Yeah.
I get them at the movies.
Do you?
Yeah.
When
Oh,
did you
yeah,
go to the
Dippin'
Angels
Dots are
game?
great.
Last year when the Dodgers were
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're going to do a game at the next homestand. Next homestand. Come on, everybody.
All right,
we're
it's up
going to
to
the
you,
game.
Vince.
Emily, when does
you
the
do.
Devil Wears Prada movie come out?
Friday.
This week, I'm seeing it on Thursday.
Thursday.
Yes. I got a special
She's
early
got an
screening.
exclusive.
I'm going to most likely be in Houston
Aw.
if the Lakers
No,
don't win on
no.
Wednesday.
You will be waiting for OKC. You may be on a plane to OKC.
That would probably be Friday.
Friday.
If the Lakers
Well, that's
win
the day the
Thursday.
movie opens.
It's not going to. Does it open in Oklahoma that day?
Oh, 100%.
Yes, I guess it does. Sure.
It's opening everywhere on May 1st with the early
that may
screenings
be
on the
my
Friday.
Friday night plan.
There you go.
Yeah. Soak-In, the Meryl, Emily Blunt, Anne Hathaway. Goodness.
God, I hope it's good. Has anybody seen it yet?
I haven't seen it.
Move at a glacial pace.
At a glacial pace.
Can't tell you how much that thrills me.
Florals for spring, groundbreaking.
Very good. I'm only one stomach flu away from my goal weight. All right, coming up next for you, we're going to do some games. Now, it's Ireland's game today. Is that right?
Yep.
It's me tomorrow, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Michael
so I got,
on Wednesday.
I got that ready.
Brian's got Thursday. Em's got Friday.
Excellent. That's your week for you. I believe that I still have a chance to win this month. I believe I can still catch Brian because today's worth 2. We will do it coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, time to talk about National University, one of my favorite partners here. And National University is a nonprofit university that offers more than 150 degree programs with flexible 4-8-week online courses designed to fit your life. And it's not expensive. It's affordable. And they'll do it on your schedule. Plus, they give away scholarships all the time. Here's one you can apply for right now. The Believe and Succeed Scholarship. They award up to $6,000 annually. That means every year toward an industry current bachelor's or master's degree. You can apply on their website, nu.edu. Matter of fact, you can get any questions you have about National University, answer on that website, nu.edu. You got to apply by July 31st. Terms and conditions apply. But look into this. If you're what they call an ander, maybe you have a family and a job and you want to get a degree, they're here for all your ands. They know that you might not have time to be a full-time student. They love working students. They love military families. Check them out today. nu.edu, National University.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
You asked me what I said he had no butt. And for my entire life, I thought I did. You were walking down the hall away from me, and I said, you have no butt.
Susan tells me that every day.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
It very much is, and I didn't know it. And Gene told me the other day, it was like, you have no butt. I was like, what?
Iron board backside.
You should get one of those surgeries.
Yeah.
You need a BBL.
You get a BBL. There you go. Right.
The GBBL.
Just walk in here one day. You can take your wallet out of your pocket over your shoulder.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God! It comes back with BBL.
That would be worse than the guys that show up with the new veneers. You're like, what's up? If you show up with a BBL, that's a whole nother level.
Man, could you imagine? I'm walking in here and be like, "What's up, guys?" and turn around and like, "Whoa!"
You guys see that Dodger game last night?
Right.
That was great.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
Hey everybody, it's Cap. I'm here with Angie from Angelica's Insurance. Every team needs a strong defense, and when it comes to protecting what matters most, they've got you covered.
That's right. From auto and home to renters, business, and life insurance, we built a game plan tailored just for you.
And if life throws a penalty your way, like a DUI, for example,
we got you. We specialize in DUIs, SR22 coverage, getting you back on the road fast and affordably. Visit angelicas-ins.com or call 1-888-717-0773 for your free quote today.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Less than 4 in 10 kids aged 6 through 12 are playing sports regularly. 4 in 10 kids? Let it sink in. Just 4 in 10 kids. ESPN is building a nationwide coalition powered by Disney called Take Back Sports, with the purpose of training more coaches, expanding access, and creating community-driven sports programming that puts kids and fun first. We're working on that story. We hope you'll join us.
Visit takebacksports.org to learn more.
Harry Douglas here. Let me ask you something. What if you can enjoy the taste of a cocktail, the warmth of a spirit, and still stay fully in control? That's RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category. RK delivers bold flavor and a real warming sensation with zero alcohol, zero sugar, zero carbs, and 0 calories. Perfect for nights out, social gatherings, or anytime you want the experience of a drink without sacrificing tomorrow. Check it out at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, all the flavor, none of the alcohol.
And it is time on Mason and Ireland for the final segment. The final segment of the show, always Game of Games time, presented by the one and only Jacob Emrani.
Call Jacob.
CallJacob.com. And yes, that new telephone number, 800-345-6789. 800-345-6789.
Hi, this is Jacob Emrani.
Game of Games made possible. Offices of Jacob Emrani. Game of Games time on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, Mace.
All right, it is Game of Games time, and joining us is the host of the OC Sports Awards,
yes,
Travis
sir.
Rogers. The event is coming up very soon. Tickets available at theocsportsawards.org.
That's right. That's right.
Got that memorized.
You do. You've been reading it regularly.
I want to get tickets. I was on StubHub looking for tickets.
You can go into the secondary market.
Vivid seats. I got some tickets.
Absolutely.
And what is the score this month?
So we got Brian in the lead, 5 wins or 5 points. Mason has 3 points. Momo, Ireland, and Marcus have 2 points. Michael, Travis, Pepe, Sua have 1.
Okay, and this is worth 2.
Worth 2. This
All
is
right.
forever.
Here we go. 4 players. Brian Cohen, Emily Hebel, Steve Mason, Travis Rogers. We, of course, just finished the NFL draft.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a game about drafts. Not just the NFL, but all things draft. Okay? So here's question
This
1.
is good. I like it.
Brian, coming to you. When the Lakers moved to Los Angeles in 1960, who was the L.A. Lakers' first ever draft pick? Was it A, Elgin Baylor, B, Jerry West, or C, Walt Hazzard?
Elgin Baylor.
Emily.
Elgin Baylor.
Mace.
I'm going Elgin Baylor.
Trav.
Walt Hazzard.
It's Jerry West.
We all knew it. He was the first player they took.
First player.
I just watched that documentary, and I still missed
that part glossed over you.
Crazy.
The good news, all 4 of you
Lucky
available
losers.
for Lucky Loser.
Lucky loser.
Okay. Em, this one coming to you. Which one of these players was not drafted by the Rams? Okay. A, DeMarco Farr. B, Greg Zuerlein. C, Jerome Bettis. DeMarco, Zuerlein, or Bettis? Emily.
Zuerlein.
Mace.
I'm going Zuerlein.
Trav.
DeMarco.
Brian.
DeMarco.
DeMarco was an undrafted player by the Rams.
Wow.
Greg Zuerlein.
I forgot.
Greg Zuerlein and Jerome Bettis were both taken by the Rams. Of course, Bettis more famously known for being a Steeler.
Yes.
And Zuerlein, Greg the Leg, was like a 5th-round flyer.
Greg the Leg.
That they took him.
Legatron.
Trav and
Legatron,
Brian on the board. Emily and Mace still eligible.
Okay.
Mace, this one coming to you.
Mm-hmm.
In the movie Draft Day, starring Kevin Costner and Jennifer Garner, the guy most teams had at the top of their draft board was a quarterback from Wisconsin named Bo Callahan. In that movie, Callahan's agent was played by a musician who was transitioning into acting. Who was it? A, Curtis Jackson, 50 Cent. B, Sean Combs, P. Diddy. Or C, Yassine Bey, Mos Def. So was it 50 Cent, P. Diddy, or Mos Def? Mace.
Mos Def.
Trav.
Diddy.
Brian.
Diddy.
M.
Diddy.
Diddy is correct.
Everybody knew that for me.
Before he got into trouble, Diddy played the agent of Bo Callahan.
Pre-baby oil.
All right, Trav.
Well, I mean, you knowing about it.
Right, yeah, exactly. I was finding out about it. Exactly.
Here you go, Travis. In 1978,
Okay.
you may have heard of the guy taken first in the NBA draft that year, Michael Thompson. 5 picks later in the same draft, a future NBA Hall of Famer was selected. Who was it with the 6th pick in the 78 draft? A, Larry Bird, B, Bernard King, C, Kevin McHale. Bird, King, McHale. Trav.
Bird.
Brian.
Kevin McHale.
M.
King.
Mace.
McHale.
Travis knew. It was Larry Bird. They had a weird rule that Larry Bird was only a junior. Red Auerbach took him because back then, once you took a guy, you had his rights for 12 calendar months. So he had a year to sign him. He was actually property of the Celtics when he led Indiana State to the national championship game and lost to Magic. Red signed him 2 days before the next draft, and that's how he got Larry Bird.
By the way,
smart.
I also knew that.
Oh, yeah?
Because I'm going low.
Okay, you're going for it.
Going low.
All right. This one coming back to Brian. BC, Clayton Kershaw was selected 7th in the 2006 MLB draft by the Dodgers. Which one of Kershaw's future teammates was taken 2 picks before him with the 5th pick in 2006? A, Max Scherzer, B, Brandon Morrow, C, David Price. Scherzer, Morrow, or Price? Brian.
Try Scherzer.
Okay, M.
Price.
Mace.
Price.
Trav.
Scherzer.
You all missed it again. It was Brandon Morrow.
That was too weird a name to have put in.
Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Let me see how many are left here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a tiebreaker. So lots of game left.
Yeah.
All right. This one coming to you, Em. When Mason and I were growing up, there was a mandatory draft for all men ages 18 to 25 who could then be put into military service. In what year did the United States switch from a mandatory draft to a volunteer draft? A, 1970, B, 1973, C, 1976. 70, 73, or 76? M.
Show me 76.
Mace.
70.
Trav.
70.
Brian.
73.
73 is it. And Brian Cohen ties Travis for the lead. So right now, it is Brian 3, Travis 3, Emily 1, Mace, still alive.
Yes,
Still in there.
go.
Still in
Lucky loser. All right, Mace, this one coming to you.
Okay.
Which one of these LA Kings was drafted the highest? Okay, so drafted before the other two guys.
Yep.
All right. A, Luc Robitaille. B, Anze Kopitar. C, Drew Doughty. Robitaille, Kopitar, or Doughty, who was the highest King pick? By the way, they were all three taken in different years.
Yeah, I'll try Doughty.
Okay.
To be wrong.
Trav.
Who's the highest among those picks?
Robitaille, Kopitar, or Doughty? Yeah, who got drafted the highest?
I'll say Kopitar.
Okay, Brian.
Luc Robitaille.
Emily.
Robitaille.
The answer is Drew Doughty.
Oh, no!
He was taken with the second overall pick in the draft. Kopitar, the 11th pick in the draft.
It is so hard to get them all wrong.
Yeah.
Luke, round 9, pick 171
I knew he was late.
for Luc Robitaille.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mace is on the board, and so now, but you still have time to come back.
Yeah, I got to
Mace.
make a comeback here.
All right, so I'll start going to the leaders now. Brian, you go first this time. I'll make Trav go first the next time. BC, the hit movie Backdraft about firemen came out in 1991. Which one of these actors did not appear in that movie? Did not, okay? A, Kurt Russell. B, Alec Baldwin. C, Robert De Niro. Russell, Baldwin, or De Niro, BC. Which one did not appear in that movie?
Let's go Baldwin.
Okay, Trav.
Kurt Russell.
M.
Kurt Russell.
Mace.
I'm going to try Baldwin.
Baldwin is the correct answer. Brian and Mace get points. Brian has the lead. Brian 4, Mace 3, Trav 3, Mace 2, Emily 1. Em, you may be out.
Yeah, I think I'm out.
Let me look. If there's 3 left, you can keep playing. 1.
Backdraft, by the way, marginal
you're
movie.
Out. You're out, Em.
See you guys.
Do you remember who? You remember who produced it?
Ron Howard.
Yeah, one of his first movies.
Yeah.
All right, BC, this one coming to you. You have the lead. Both you, Brian, and Mace spend a lot of time on DraftKings.
Mm-hmm.
Where is the corporate headquarters for DraftKings located? A, Wilmington, Delaware. B, Chicago, Illinois. C, Boston, Massachusetts. Wilmington, Chicago, or Boston? Brian.
Go Delaware.
Okay, Trav.
How many questions are left?
2.
Oh, crap. I got to go opposite.
Boston.
Mace. Just don't pick Delaware. You can go Chicago or Boston.
I think it's Delaware, but I'll go Chicago.
You should have gone Boston.
Oh, it was there.
It was Boston. Mace is out. Trav and Brian tied at 4-4.
Ooh.
All right, here's your last one. Trav, you get to go first.
All right.
Famously, Hall of Fame catcher Mike Piazza was drafted as a favor to his father, Vince, by his good friend Tommy Lasorda. In what round was Mike Piazza drafted? A, 42nd round. B, 52nd round. C, 62nd round. 42nd, 52nd, or 62nd, Trav?
62nd.
All right, Brian, you can go with that and force the tiebreaker, or you could go to 42nd or 52nd. What do you want to do?
62nd.
62nd is the correct
I knew he
answer.
knew
it. You knew it.
Did you know?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Trav, no, we don't have a winner yet.
We don't have a winner? Oh, sorry. I thought
we
had
need
Mace, may I borrow your pen, please?
Yes, you may.
You got something to write on, Trav?
Yes,
BC, you got something to write with?
Yep.
Okay. In their history, including their years in Minneapolis, how many players have the Lakers selected in the NBA draft? Here's a hint. It's more than 100, but less than 1,500.
Okay.
So it's somewhere between 100 and 1,500. Pick a number.
Okay.
BC, do you have a number?
Got a number.
Trav, do you have a number?
Yes.
What'd you write down, Travis?
675.
BC, what'd you write down?
242.
Em, I may need your help doing some math. I think it's Travis, but maybe not.
What's the answer?
447.
447.
So
447.
let's. It's going to be very close.
I was 228 off.
Okay.
What was Brian's guess?
447 minus 242.
447, 242, 5.
205.
205. Brian wins.
Very
Let's
go. Come on.
Now,
the month of Brian.
Yeah, do you have an insurmountable lead now?
No, you can still catch him. He has 5 ahead of us on the show.
Okay.
So it's still out there for us.
Yeah, there's 6 points left, right?
Yes.
Yes, 6 points left.
No, there's 8 points left. Are we going through Thursday or going through Friday?
Friday's May 1st.
Friday's May 1st.
All right, so we got 6 points left, and he's 5 ahead.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't box him out.
We have a
close him
common
out.
enemy now. All right. We can
thought I had it.
Little hint for you. Tomorrow, Game of Games will be about the Mason Plus podcast.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Travis, I know you've listened to him.
I was going to say, I might have a chance.
Ireland, you might have a chance here, too. You listen to the Cranston one.
I've listened to 2 of them so far.
By the way, Game of Games is presented by the Call Jacob Injury Hotline. The only number L.A. trusts after an accident is 800-345-6789. 800-345-6789. Coming up next, Super Crosstalk. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Purple and gold playoff energy.
After the Houston Rockets kept their season alive in Game 4.
Rockets get their first win of the series.
The series shifts back to L.A., where the Lake Show have a chance to finish the job. The Purple and Gold return home with one thing in mind, closing out the Rockets at Crypto.com. Lakers-Rockets Game 5 from downtown L.A. Pre-game starts Wednesday at 5:30 p.m.
The Lakers postseason push happens right here on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
Hey guys, if you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that could last for weeks. Getting sick right before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and a pharmacy can be really stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Packs to treat wide ranges of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick, at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. You just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook, or you call the telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your bed sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. Save $45 with our promo code 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710. Promo code is 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Hey, Marcus Grant's here, too.
Hello there. It's a Monday.
Travis and DeMarco and Marcus Grant up for a Monday, and we were reacting a little bit earlier. I really think, this is my theory, my working theory. Tell me if you think I'm right. So what happened was Sean McVay was in all the time on Ty Simpson. He was like in from the planning stages. And he went to talk to Matthew. And Matthew wasn't necessarily the happiest about it because he's not getting a player to help him right now. So Sean went to that press conference on Thursday night and acted like salty and sort of muted. And I think he did that specifically playing to Matthew Stafford. He didn't want to be the guy jumping around the room saying, yeah, we got to. Instead, he's going to compete. And
okay, I'm worried. Yeah. I'm worried because you know people. So is this like, is this you or is this like,
This is me.
This is just you?
Yeah, this is me. What do you think?
Okay, I can see Matthew being upset because you're bringing in a first rounder, but I'm sure that was a quick conversation.
Sure.
And to your point, I've never heard Sean McVay be so effusive about Matthew Stafford in terms of it's Matthew's team.
Yes.
It seemed like we knew that. It seemed like maybe he was talking to someone else.
Don't you think those two things are interrelated, the way he's talking?
Okay, so at the end of the draft, and this is in the middle of 14 hours of Disneyland. We'll get into that later. I had to shoot back to the Rams practice facility so I can do the post-draft interview with Sean.
You
McVay.
left Disneyland and then returned to Disneyland?
Bro, it was a
you
bad
are the
day.
father of the year,
Big
my
time.
God.
So we were sitting there talking, and then the quarterback situation came up.
Yes.
So he stops us mid-interview and says, I don't know where that crap came from about me not talking to him. I've been talking to him. I like the guy. It's like the word was McVay
the word
didn't
was
meet him.
McVay never even met him.
That's not true.
Not true.
That came out from the agent, I think. So McVay likes him. He liked the guy. He liked his talent. That's why he's here. That's it. There's nothing that's going to happen on this football team unless McVay signs off on it. So they liked him. And when you think about it, and if you remove the emotion, it actually makes sense to fill that spot with a first rounder and then move on. 2 years from now, he's probably going to be your guy.
Here's why it doesn't make sense to me. I think Matthew Stafford just won the MVP. I think he's your quarterback for the next 2 years, no matter what. I think he could retire after 1 year, doesn't matter. But, DeMarco, they have a Super Bowl roster right now. So why not draft somebody that can help you right now and go get a quarterback in the third or fourth round?
So I've been answering the same question. Like I've heard that, I don't know, for the last 2 days. You just said they're a Super Bowl roster. So they don't need anything. When you think about it, if they're a Super Bowl ready football team, all those weapons are still here and they're all coming back.
What I would have done was take Mekhi Lemon, because if Puka goes off the ranch, we still don't know whether or not he can work out this off the field stuff. Now you're covered.
Okay, right. So here's the thing, and I'll a little bit of DeMarco and Travis. So talking to Kevin Demoff right before the draft started, and he's a very smart guy. He said a phrase that I don't think I've ever said since I've been covering the Rams or heard anybody say since McVay's been here. Sean doesn't play rookies. He offered that.
Offensive rookies.
He doesn't play rookies.
Is that true?
Very rarely.
It checks out. Kylan didn't play. Corum didn't play.
Look at Terrence Ferguson.
Mumfield. He doesn't play rookies.
Okay.
And he's right. So if you drafted him Mekhi Lemon in the first round, there's a good chance you wouldn't see him anyway.
Okay.
Which kind of greases the skids for go get the quarterback if he's there for you.
But here's my thought. Now, next year, Mekhi Lemon ended up in Philly. Let's say they're going to trade A.J. Brown probably. Let's say Mekhi Lemon has a breakout year. Does that make us feel worse about our draft pick at 13?
We were talking about this thing. First of all, going back to your original question about your theory, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think that is a very likely scenario because I think DeMarco said it right at the end of what he was saying. There's no way they're taking a player that Sean McVay doesn't want us.
Yes.
I just cannot, could he have been among the guys that he was okay with and maybe towards the back half of the 3 or 4 guys that he was okay with? Perhaps. But there's no way if Sean McVay's saying, I don't think that guy can play that they pick him in the first round. I just don't think that's going to happen. What was the second part?
Mekhi Lemon, what if he goes off in Philly?
Well, that's going to it could be the third wide receiver for the Rams, doesn't pan out.
Right.
Tackle injury happens, and you don't have tackle depth. Whatever happens to the Rams, we're just going to automatically say, oh, they could have had this guy and been in that spot too.
Right.
That's going to happen no matter what.
Marcus, do you buy what McVay's selling?
No.
You think they took him in spite of McVay?
I think the whole thing of I was being muted to salve the feelings of Matthew Stafford.
Jedi mind trick. That's a Jedi mind trick.
Because to me, there's a huge gap. There's a Grand Canyon between we're fired up and we're fist pumping over our guy versus looking at the press conference like you just got told we can't get ice cream because we got ice cream at home. And that's kind of what Sean McVay's body language was. It was like, we didn't get an ice cream cone because we got vanilla in the freezer already.
That is a really good way of putting it.
And there's a big gap between those two extremes.
Yeah.
That ice cream at home is always freezer burned. It's never as good as the ice cream you get from
I want McDonald's.
Yeah.
I can make you a burger at home.
Want to hear an incredible freezer burn story?
Yes.
This is something you would. Do you know the story?
I don't think so.
Okay. So Juan's stepdad is a scientist and a chemist. And so many years ago, he was asked by an ice cream company to come up with something that would keep the top of the ice cream from freezing, so you would never get that freezer burn in ice cream. So he created this thing, and it did not work. It did not work to stop the freezer burn, but it did wind up in the AIDS cocktail and was one of the things that helped keep people alive at the heart. It was the chemical that was used to stop freezer burn that actually worked in the AIDS cocktail.
I cannot tell you how many times that happens. You know, the guy who invented Post-it notes.
It was a mistake.
Right.
Yeah.
They were trying to find a glue that would work in space.
Yeah.
And it stuck, but it wouldn't last. And the guy who invented it goes, you know what this would be good for? Just like a quick note. And now he's just laughing.
Now look at it. Yeah.
DeMarco, I was trying to explain to Mace. Mace has never done it. I have. Trav has. Marcus, last year, if you have. Smelling salts.
Oh, yeah.
You ever done them?
Never done them. I have a morbid curiosity
Okay.
about it.
Me too.
It is. I'm going to let DeMarco expound on it.
Oh,
I want
It
to
is
try it.
so pungent
that's what I've heard.
and so strong that DeMarco, I'm wondering if it's not bad for you because it's got that chemical smell.
You know,
what do you think?
Okay, this is weird. So, they've been banned on NFL sidelines?
Right. You have to bring it's BYO.
Yeah.
BYO.
It's so funny how we're smuggling stuff onto the field now.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's weird because everybody kind of knows they're still being used. You just have to hide it now.
Yeah.
But before, they were everywhere. And it's more than a smell.
Right.
It goes through your head, right
Yes.
to the
Really?
back of your head. Yeah.
Yes.
So, and Mace, it is such a shock to your system that if you don't wake up from selling salts,
wrong.
you probably are half dead.
Wait, Joe, how did you
Totally
get smelling salts? Were you just curious?
No,
Just for fun.
I lived in a fraternity in college, and I lived with 4 UCLA football players. And one of them had them laying around in his dorm one day and said to me, "Have you ever done those?" He goes, "You want to try it?" And I go, "Sure." And he cracked it open, and I went, "Oh my God!"
Oh, did you take a deep inhale? Oh, yeah.
And I was like walking around dazed for about 30 seconds.
The way you said it, it's like when you inhale and whatever that chemical is, I don't know, ammonia or something like that, it feels like it goes through the back of your head. It's not like it just kind of makes you race.
So do you think, DeMarco, do you think the reason they banned them is because they're unsafe?
I'm sure it's connected to concussions because it can wake you up. So if you're dizzy and you wake yourself up, you're still concussed, but you're going
So
back
let me
out.
pose a hypothetical. Let's say you do a show every day for 3 hours. And let's say in the 2 o'clock hour, one of the hosts falls asleep a little bit. Would smelling salts cure that?
Yes.
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 Not only would I stay awake for the whole show.
You're wired enough, man.
Yes.
But not only would I stay awake for the whole show, I may not sleep for 2 days.
Really? It's that big a burst. Will you bring some, DeMarco?
I'll try to get my hands on some.
Yeah.
The first time my brother got me.
Okay.
And I was asleep, and he popped it, and I was, and
is it like a little? Is it like a little capsule?
It's like a little pill,
and
a
you
little bit bigger,
break it,
and you pop it.
Oh,
It's got like it's probably not cotton, but it has like cotton on the inside of it.
Was it
kind
and
of
it's
material?
soaked
Whatever the
in
chemical
that-
is like soaked in.
Yeah.
Finishes red.
Yeah.
It finishes red. Like when it's all used up and they're on the ground, they're red. So I don't know what the chemical is.
I'm sure
Well,
that's
it works.
perfectly fine.
You know, I
There's
ran
nothing to
into
worry
my
about.
pet peeve on Saturday. I went to my friend's birthday party in Hollywood and ordered a mojito, which is my favorite drink. And I said, and I want extra mint. And they said, okay. Then the mint was completely unmuddled. I want my, and I think
extra muddled
that's
mint.
the point of it.
Bartenders, John, you were a bartender. Did you ever muddle mint? Were you a mint muddler?
Yeah, we were told we had to.
Yeah.
Mint muddler.
Mint muddler. There are not enough mint muddlers in town because I can't get a good mojito no matter where I go.
You need to ask for it muddled.
Muddled. Well,
right?
that's
like
the way it is.
But so
right?
if you said to me a mojito with extra mint, I would muddle it if you asked me to make it for you, but I can understand where the mojito has the muddled mint. If you want more mint, maybe they're just sticking another mint sprig in the top.
Well, that's all they were doing. It's like, no, muddle that mint.
Yeah,
muddle
muddle
that
it.
mint.
I mean, Mace's muddled mint mojitos. There's got to be a
the
thing.
muddle mint mojito is going to be at my next party. The
there
muddle
it
mint
is.
mojito is
Mace's muddled mint
absolutely
mojitos.
perfect.
There it is.
Absolutely perfect. Have you been to that place in the neighborhood, the Accomplice Bar?
I don't think so.
Bobby lives over.
Oh, is it by the Little Fatty?
By Little Fatty, yeah.
Yes, I have.
It's the bar. The bar is really,
the bar's
really
terrific.
good there.
They got a great bar menu.
Really cool.
They would muddle your mint for you.
They do. They're mint muddlers, man. They are mint muddlers. But they've got all these The thing I like about that is each bartender creates their own drink, and then you can try different drinks, and they're all like craft cocktails.
That sounds good.
It's really, really cool. But yeah, if you make a mojito for me, please muddle.
I will muddle.
Please muddle.
Mental note.
What do you guys got coming up today?
A lot
we
of
got
Lakers.
draft talk. Yeah, Lakers.
Lakers.
On the way out, I agreed with the call with Ayton.
Yeah,
No. It was not a flagrant two.
No, I thought Michael thought it should have been a flagrant one. I thought it was a flagrant two.
He kind of threw it out.
But
okay,
his elbow slid.
It looked like it slipped.
If you make hard contact with anybody above the neck, it's almost always a two.
Even if it's not intentional.
I can't use judgment on that.
See,
it's
Sedano
excessive
says, by the way,
and unnecessary contact.
Yeah, Sedano texts that has nothing to do with intent because I don't think Deandre Ayton meant to do that.
No.
He'd never been ejected in his entire career.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and then
that's not how he rolls.
Adu Thero got what he had coming.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
I
wish DeAndre Ayton was throwing elbows.
What were they doing?
I mean, I wish he was.
All right, we are back tomorrow
Let's
at
go.
noon. Coming up next for you, DeMarco and Travis and Marcus Grant is here. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN. On the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.